As some of you may know, I am obviously lip singing because there ain't no way I sing like that. St. Ricketts with fire cannot burn at www.stricketts.com. It is the theme song to another Tuesday night 100% live episode of The Yo Show.
I'm gonna sneeze. Yo.
You do not. You're allowed to sneeze.
Oh, I got it.
As we cook through episode 294, that means you're allowed to sneeze. We're professionals at this. Everybody, God bless Jewel before she sneezes to make sure it jinxes it.
I totally sneezed in a work meeting today. My allergies are killing me.
Beautiful. Mine too. Mine have been crazy. Steve Higgins in the house with a big fat yo. Rain, Sparkles, Angela Lender with a big fat yo. Good evening, everybody. Tuesday night, we are 100% live. This is The Yo Show. I am Jeff the Shark Perini. I don't know why it says Jeff Perini, The Yo Show. Anyway, with me as always, she is the, I don't know, the co-host is with the mostest, the sister from another mister, the most beautiful face in podcast, webcast, broadcast, simulcast, bodycast, typecast, you name it, ladies and gentlemen, the amazing Jewel Tatey. Jewel, good evening. Rain, why not?
Good evening, Jeff. How we doing? Oh, we doing this?
I guess. What the hell? Let's get into it.
It's Tuesday.
Tuesday night. It's Tuesday. And I tell you what, Jules said it, and I'm going to say it too. Jules like, rough week. Need me Tuesday to get me back in gear. I feel you. I mean, yes. Work has been brutal. But we're here, and we're Tuesday.
And today, everyone's back to work, so it's like...
Oh my God, what a shitstorm.
So fun.
Seemed like every car over the last couple of days took the time to break down. At least all the Volvos did, and man, today was busy. But why get into that? We get into Tuesday night, and what we're here, we're 100% live. And tonight, Jewel, we have a sensational one. We had this young lady on, seemed like a couple years back, yeah?
2
years, wow, on a Wednesday night. Good people at Core PR started throwing me some people, and I said, how about Presley Tennant? And they said, sure. So it was a Wednesday, and I'm like, you know what? This girl's totally Jewel material. So next time, let's work on a Tuesday night. She's got some brand new music out. We're going to have her on around 8:30. The beautiful and talented Miss Presely Tennant tonight, yes. Jewel, she's so stylish. She's so kind. She's so sweet. She's so talented. Can't wait. 8:30, Presley Tennant.
I know, I'm saying I want that hat. I need a great cowboy hat, but no, she's so amazing, and her songs get me emotional. They really do. So I'm so excited that she's here. I can't wait to talk to her. She seems like such a sweetheart.
She has a lot of fun. Does a lot of great charity work. She is a sweetheart indeed. Last time we had her on, it was just me and her, and she was more than kind to be stuck with just me. And we will. We're going to play some of those songs, including Somebody Like You, the new one. We'll be playing that shortly, as well as a couple others from her. We're going to backtrack 600 Miles, her great EP that came out a few years ago. We're going to play that track and a few others. We're going to have a great time here Tuesday night. Jewel wanted this, and we're going to do this tonight, top 5, and I hope I did the category right. Top 5 songs sung in different languages?
I love this.
You do? Wow. I'm shocked.
I thought you did too. I thought you liked that idea.
I came up with 5. I do. But when I started looking, I'm like, man. But it seems like all but one song are in the same language. But that's okay.
I know. I thought I had 5 different languages, but...
No, I have 2 different languages. Number 5, we have La Bamba. And I don't even know the words. I make them up as I go along.
Yeah. Don't ask me to sing that.
Born and bred with Doritos and then Tostitos. I don't know the words. But it's a great song. Number 4, Jewel, the Americanized version, 99 Red Balloons. Of course, there's 99 Luftballons.
Wow.
I know, right? You like that. Wow, baby. Number 3,
wait,
of course.
That?
What's that?
Who sings?
God. 99, I forget her name. I didn't write the names down in the bands.
It's okay. You're good.
Number 3, I don't even remember the American translation, but it's Der Kommissar. Der Kommissar's in town. They sung a German version. Pretty great.
Are you German?
No, but all my songs are. I took German in high school,
German,
too.
But you did?
Yeah, the German. Hey, it's so hard. Everybody said don't take German. It's hard, and man, was it hard.
My cousin took
Woo!
German. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that is no joke. Number two and number one. God, it's almost too easy. If you know me, if you know where I've been, if you know what I've done. Number two is Du hast by the awesome Rammstein.
I couldn't.
And number one, of course, is another Rammstein, probably my favorite Rammstein song, and one of my favorite songs ever. What's that? It's all German. Wadman's Heil, which is a man. They didn't do it in concert when they came around. I'm like, what? No way, Wadman's Heil? Like, what the hell? It's like the best song. But that's number one. Jewel, top five songs. Top five songs sung in German, I guess. Except La Bamba.
I don't have any German. I thought the one German band that I liked, their name is Sparks. But no, Sparks. But they're Never Turn Your Back on Mother Earth. That's a great one. Honorable mention. It's not in German. I'm gonna stop. All right, number 5. When I was little, Ricky Ricardo was my boyfriend, and Desi Arnaz was everything. Like, it just made me cry immediately. Kali Uchis, who opened up for Lana Del Rey, she also has a song by Con Dios, and it's very beautiful. I love that girl.
Okay.
Number 4 is a Greek song, and what was the movie? It was this weird movie. It was such a horrible, horrible plot. But one thing I got out of it was this great dance scene in the club, and they're in Greece. And this song comes on. It's called Stala by Monica with a K.
Stala von Malaga?
No, her name's Monica with a K. I play this song so much, like Joey knows every word. And it's in Greek. Like, we're definitely not saying it correctly or pronouncing any words right.
Yeah, we're sticking with Stala.
3. Oh, Salinas, Como la Flor. I love Selena so much, and I always watch that movie like over and over when it was on.
What was the song?
Oh, her song is Como la Flor. Como la Flor.
Sounds like Come on the Floor, which is kind of gross.
Come on. R.I.P. Selena.
R.I.P. Selena, indeed. Number 2.
Number 2.
Can't take me anywhere.
Also got from a movie. It's a French band. Oh my God. What the hell are their names? I forgot the band.
How did you band?
La Femme is the name of the band, and it's a French band, but in the movie Fresh, Sebastian Stan playing a hot cannibal, they play the Spanish song when they're dancing, and I mean, it's not a Spanish song, but they sing it in Spanish, and it's like Les Jardins. No, it's a Spanish band, and they sing a French song. That's what it is. That's what it is. But they sing French perfectly. I'm like, are these people French? No, they are not. They're not French.
If you're new to the program, we usually don't do this.
And number 1. Made famous once again by Lady Gaga. But I love this song back in high school because I took French, and my French teacher played us this movie, and it was so sad, but it was La Vie en Rose by Edith Piaf, and Lady Gaga did it in A Star Is Born. But I always love this song so much. It's so pretty.
Oh, it was a good save. It's a good save, actually. One I heard of. And that
I can't believe I messed that up. I was just so excited for the category.
That rounds up top 5 songs sung in different languages. Unique, good category there. Something different. Number 5, Jeff La Bamba. Number 4, 99 Red Balloons, aka 99 Luftballons. You're welcome. Number 3, Der Kommissar. If I can give me the English translation.
Der Kommissar.
I'll give you a couple of bell rings. Number 2 is Du hast. And number 1, I still got a hard time saying it. Wadman's Heil by Rammstein. Jewel came back with Vio Con Dios at number 5.
Vio Con Dios.
Stella at number 4. Cana La Fleur at number 3. Man, these are just disasters. Coma La Fleur, sorry. Number 2, Les Jardins.
Yeah, that was good.
Thank you. And number 1, La Vie en Rose.
Very nice. It means life through rose-colored glasses, which has been my life.
I like that.
I guess.
So tonight I'm presenting something new, and last week Jewel talked about who's higher than who other, and tonight I'm sporting a brand new chair. Brent said
Yeah.
the O show is officially hip. I got a game chair. Took me a while.
Just gonna start those Twitch streams.
Tell you what, speaking of Twitch streams, Jewel, a massive thanks to last Wednesday and the Dan Dangler. Now, the Dan Dangler is an adult film star, a model. She's been at FHM, Maxim, all the big magazines, but she has 650,000 followers on Twitch. So I said, let's get her on and let's talk a little bit about that. She's a retired gamer, Jewel. She no longer games. Started as a gamer, took her gaming to OnlyFans, and then blew up from there. But yeah, man, the Twitch community likes her a lot. Probably our biggest Twitch stream by quite a mile. And she has a Twitch fan club called the Dan Clan. And this guy came in and said, Dan Clan on the way. And pretty good episode.
That's amazing. What up, Twitchers? I would love to play some games on Twitch.
We're trying. We're thinking about it. Massive thanks to last week's guest, of course, King Cherry. Joel, I don't know how many times you've played Cuckoo since they've been on. I played it a billion. Rachel Bello, B. Jennings, Cuckoo. We premiered it here last Tuesday. Oops. Awesome stuff.
Oh my God, they're amazing. I'm so excited for them. Like,
right?
It seems to do everything right. And I'm just so proud of where they're at and what they're doing. And I can't wait to hear more.
I agree. They're such a cute couple too, and they've got that chemistry, man. It really feeds off of them, and I'm happy. They are very cute.
Jeff, wait. Why do I have a notification? Are you on Snapchat? Why did you just add me?
On Snapchat?
I swear. It says Jeffrey Perini wants to be your friend on Snapchat, but it was like 2 minutes ago.
I'm clearly being hacked.
Are you?
Awesome.
I'm asking.
Apparently, because I haven't touched Snapchat in months.
So you didn't request me?
I might have. I might have popped on for a second to see how I was doing and maybe request. I don't know. Jewel works on TikTok.
Snapchat, I see.
Snapchat. Yeah, there's some old man that is Lady Whitey's requesting you under my profile. Maybe, who knows?
I did have a stigma with men with Snapchat. I was like, it's a no-go.
I don't know nothing about it, and you're doing a good job getting TikTok into me. I know Twitch. I know Twitch. I know Facebook and YouTube.
Snapchat's weird. It's like, I don't know. And then apparently, if you make your story public, that's a bad thing. So I'm like, what's the point? I don't know.
I don't know. I hope whoever this man is hacking me has nice genitalia at least when he starts flashing it out there.
They don't
terrified.
People.
Absolutely terrified.
Screenshot Snapchats. Just so you know.
Right.
That's how Crystalia got caught. You know that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I used to like that guy.
It's a no-no. People will try to hunt you down. A very sad moment for me, Jewel. This guy was seen by a lot of people that he got to be weirder as he got older, but I always thought his stigma was cool. I always thought the way he presented the game was cool, and the way he played the game, of course, was great. Rest in peace to former NBA player and commentator Bill Walton. Multiple NBA championships. He became a commentator for the NBA. And then, some of the things he was saying got to be too weird, so they booted him, and he made his way to college. He'd wear, tie-dye shirts and say some weird stuff, and everything. Yeah, this Walton's a weird guy, but he's more or less just like a deadhead, kind of a retro 60s dude, and played the game the same way with the big afro and the headband and all that stuff. And great player, rest in peace, Bill Walton, succumbed to cancer at 71 years old.
Oh, my God.
Why are you yelling? You can yell here. It's okay.
JD, you know who else just died of cancer? That Super Size Me guy.
Yeah, I saw that Super Size Me guy. I guess whatever he was eating at McDonald's was kind of woof. That's a crazy story, though. It really was crazy.
Yeah. Really young, though.
Very young. And, when Super Size Me came out, a lot of people stopped eating McDonald's. And more people started eating it for the fact that, that doesn't do that. Yeah, it does. Some bad news.
Yeah. Watch what you eat. Try to eat healthy.
Cancer
I'm at a point right now where fast food just, I can't even handle it anymore. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I don't need it much.
It just doesn't taste real. I rather, I don't know. It stinks that organic is so much money, but it does taste like so much better.
I know. I'll have an Egg McMuffin from time to time, but I don't really do much. And I love fast. I used to love fast food, but not that often.
Yeah, even going out to like we went to a diner just to grab breakfast the other day, me, Duck, and Joey, and like I was like, my eggs are better because I'm used to making them for myself every day now. I'm just in a habit of eating. I don't know.
We go to Metro a lot, and I like Metro Diner. Metro Diner has this thing, and we went Monday because we had no plans, and Cassie had to work. So we went Monday, and they've got this thing, Jewel, called the Burger Bowl. So it's a burger patty, and there's french fries underneath, and on top is diced lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and cheese. And they put like the Russian dressing, kind of like the Big Mac sauce on top. And then I loaded, and then I put some ketchup on it. My God, man, that thing is
no,
phenomenal.
There's fries. There's fries at the bottom.
Yeah, there's fries. There's fries at the bottom.
Crap.
I'm coming over. I love me a kick-ass Egg McMuffin. Why does it look like the logo is jumping? Watch, is the logo jumping up and down tonight? Looks like it is a little bit.
It's your name. It's your host creator title. That's what's popping up.
Looks like the whole
every
thing's
time you do that. No, look,
Very
do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
Yeah, let's try it again. Let me see. We'll go kick-ass Egg McMuffin.
Watch. See?
No. To me, the logo jumps on me. I don't know.
Your name pops up.
Yeah, how about that?
Name's
how
just popping up everywhere. Snapchat. The shark be jumping. S research. Is that what your chair says? S research?
I don't know. I didn't even really care what kind it was. I just kind of wanted one, and now I realize it's very uncomfortable up in the upper deck here.
I'm so mean. Joey has to do her final report, and she's like, well, I want to be a marine biologist. So she's doing like a question about that. And so, yeah, I decided to show her Jaws this weekend.
Oh, perfect.
And also this movie, I forget what it's called, but it's about this young girl who's a marine biologist, and she goes into the depths. I think they're Irish.
And never comes back.
No, there's this like huge giant squid, but it's bigger than a giant squid, and it implants all this like bacteria. Anyway, it's like this virus that infects everyone on the boat, and they all die, and like stuff squirts out of their eyes.
Is it the Meg?
It's not the Meg. I forget what it's called. It's on Hulu. It's scary though.
Extra giddy tonight, are we not?
So I'm like, now you want to be a marine biologist?
It's a sign. Reminds me of Seinfeld. Is anybody out there a marine biologist? With the golf ball. Yeah, great one. Great one. All right, let's save the audience from whatever the hell we got going on here in the first 19 minutes with some Presley Tennant. Our special guest tonight, Presley Tennant. It's got a beautiful brand new song out. Like all her songs. Songs are beautiful. Somebody Like You is the song. And we're going to save you all by playing it right now while me and Jewel unravel. I just kicked the light over too. We're doing great here tonight. Somebody Like You by the lovely Presley Tennant. She looks great there. Great picture. It's about 3 minutes and 18 seconds long. We're going to play it here. Enjoy it live tonight on the Yo Show Tuesdays. Tonight's guest, Presley Tennant, with Somebody Like You. Enjoy.
The fast lane, I like them back roads. You take your heels in and I go where the wind blows. We were the wrong fit, that's just the way it goes. Thought you got over it, now I don't think so. All your friends that I run into tell me I'll never find somebody like you. You made up money, drive the ladies crazy. It's kind of funny, the same things you told me, baby. Could never love you that stupid hair takes you at least an hour picking out the clothes you wear. All your friends that are running too tell me I'll never find somebody like you. You made up money, you drive the ladies crazy. It's kind of funny the same things you told me, baby. Could never love you like you do. Hope it's true that I'll never find somebody like you. Boy, I'm good, but goodbye. Don't worry about me, baby. I'll be fine. All your friends that I'm running to tell me I'll never find somebody like you. You made up money, you drive the ladies crazy. It's kind of funny to say things you told me, baby. Never love you like you do. Hope it's true that the stars all line up lucky. I won't ever find somebody like you, like you, like you. Hope I never find somebody like you.
I tell you what, Presley Tennant and somebody like you, Jewel. The only thing I love more than the great female acts we get on the show are the female acts that make songs about pretty much telling a guy
That's
You
what I
know?
love.
this big flirting machine who tells the girls all the lines, the same lines you told her. I hope I don't find somebody like you. Amazing indeed, J.D. Wolf, and she is incredible. I'm so happy to have her back. See the great people at Core PR, and they have a lot of country acts, Joel. And it's funny because I'm not the biggest country fan, but I love Presley Tennant and I love Kate Boytek, who'll be on in a few weeks, and a lot of their sounds. I love that. I love that stuff.
Yeah, and same for me. Like country's not my go-to music, but it really has to grab me if it's country. So I know when I immediately feel it, and I'm immediately drawn to the lyrics and the songs, and because I do like classic country. So going to Nashville, it just exposed me so much. And this show has opened us up to so many great artists that we
Sure.
just know and love now. So
Excuse me.
yeah, credit that. And she's one of them, man.
It's funny because, and I say this all the time, and I mean this all the time. Once you're on the show, you become like a family, part of your show family. And I follow their stuff over and over. When they come out with new stuff, I'm like, let's see what it's all about. And I'm like, okay, really good. Let's, and Core reached out with a list of people that we did some Wednesday nights with. And I'm like, I really want Presley back too. And Anna Castle, who does great work there, said, yeah, we can get her. And we had her for an earlier date that she couldn't make, so we rearranged it. We got her here tonight. Very excited. Around 8:30.
Yeah, and she's in the middle of a tour, and so we so appreciate taking
Right.
the time out of your busy schedule to be here with us.
Absolutely, we do appreciate that very much. And speaking of, so John Simon's in the house. Key Country Series, he wants to book a country show. Why not? And I know that Cole Malinowski, I hope I'm saying his name right, the dude from Placid, him and the drummer are doing a country band now.
Oh,
So, yeah, intriguing. I heard it's kind of like a pop country thing. So, why not? Why not mix it up? John was talking about different varieties of type shows we could do, as well as the usual Key Concert Series. And while it's hot on the oven, why not talk about it real quick? It is June 22nd, Jewel. It is the Key Concert Series. And for some reason, I put the banner up and it didn't stick. Okay, I'm sick now. Anyway, Key Concert Series number 5 is coming real quick. They come fast, don't they?
they do.
They do. June 22nd this time around, Saturday night, of course. And what a lineup. This one is great. They're all great. This one really hits me hard because I love these bands. The Jaspers, Fragmented, of course, our good friends from Archist, and, of course, the amazing Twisted. Tickets on sale right now, Jewel. KeyConcertSeries.ticketleap.com. If you buy them in advance, you save $5 or $15 right now, $20 at the door. Which, if you think about it, if you buy a ticket, Jewel, online at $15, you're actually saving $10 to what the tickets just were like a month or two ago.
Yes, you are. And it's a hot ticket.
Yeah, we're putting the call out indeed. Let's have it. Yeah, number 5 already, JD. They're going great. They're going fast. Possibly a Rat Pack show with Sinatra, Sammy Davis, and Dean Martin impersonations in September. I would love that too. My wife said it's a great night.
I'd love that. No, I'm seeing Shannon on Friday, and they're
Shannon and Clarks.
50s and 60s. I just love that whole era.
So we are definitely ready for more Key Concert Series. And like I said, number 5. And again, the Jaspers, Fragmented, Arcist, and Twisted. Arcist, Joel, I don't know if you've been following their social media, but Lily Slicks was on stage this weekend doing an amazing rendition of Gimme Shelter. She did the female part of Gimme.
Mary?
The Rolling Stones, Gimme Shelter.
Yeah, well, Mary originally sang it on the thing, and then he brought out...
Fergie's done it before.
Lisa Fisher. And I've met Lisa Fisher. Oh my God, she's amazing. That's
I got to tell you, Lily does a great job.
I'm listening to it as soon as
I'm telling you, right after the show, and everybody right after the show, go to the Arcist page, or maybe Lily Slick's actual page. But there was from this past weekend, she's on stage with a great male singer, and then they do Gimme Shelter at the end. She's coming out, she's got that little strut going on, and she's cranking it out. She's a talent. She's a superstar. The whole band is very cool. I love them. And I've been talking to Lily's dad a lot, and he's like, I just want these kids to grow, man, and what you're doing is cool. And he reshared our show because he said probably the best time the kids have had yet. So we appreciate that. We love that. We thank you for that.
That's going to be such a show. I hope she sings it then.
Shouldn't be saying this, working out the details. That's okay. Give him a little taste.
Okay. Yeah,
give him a little taste. So they know
we give a lot out here, and then we brainstorm here sometimes.
Yeah, we definitely do. And speaking of John Simons and the gang, again, another banner. Did I forget to put this banner up? No, I didn't. There it is. Nope, that's not it. Oh my God, where the heck is it? There it is. So the Grimjacks graduation party, Jewel, was this past Sunday, as you know, and I know you had commitments come up, and we did miss you, of course. It was a terrific, terrific time at McGurk's. Great food, a great atmosphere. I thank John and Kim, and of course Donna and Malcolm, the whole gang, the whole family, if you will. We got the first ever appearance of Vedas. I hope I spelled her name right. I may not have, but of course Heaven Hernandez and her band, and they were pretty cool. Nice grunge sound. First time ever seeing them. That was very cool. Twisted came out and just did what Twisted does. Of course, a performance, an amazing one, and then of course the Grimjacks, who crushed it, Jewel. Just a great performance. I was jumping up and down on stage, sitting on the stage. I was just, man, I tell you. Right? So John saw the Gimme Shelter. Rocked it. Phenomenal. They're talented. I can't wait to get all these bands under one roof. Brent, we're on the house. He missed it. Drew missed a party. It was a great party. Brent got there. We had a great time. Again, thank you, John. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Donna and Malcolm. And thank you, of course, to the kids, the Grimjacks and Twisted and Vedas and the families. Steve Higgins, of course, in the house. Stu Rambo. Just a lot of great people there. Having a great time. It was a great time. And, man, like at the end, I didn't want to leave. I just wanted them to keep playing. And, of course, the one more song chant came. And, you know, there's limited time. But I think about Jewel McGurk's, and I know you live close. Cool little stage. Nice little back room for some future music, maybe.
Yeah, man. I mean, that is a great spot. I'm so sad I missed it. Yeah, you know, I'd love to be there. But, yeah, congratulations to all the kids. And I'm just so proud of everyone.
The best part was, John, me and John have really grown a tight bond through the Key Concert Series and the Yo Show and the Grimjacks. And I'm sitting there, he's like, so are you announcing tonight or are you off duty? No, of course I'm announcing. You kidding me? Chance to get on the microphone? Me? My wife's like, oh, you are? I'm like, yeah, I am. Of course.
Anytime there's a microphone in the room, Jeff will gravitate to such microphone.
Did you see that little thing I posted with the action figure of me and 2 things I would come with?
No.
I think out of like 20 comments, 18 people said microphone. Of course, like probably 15 people said beer. It's they come out with an action figure of you. What 2 accessories would you come with?
Oh.
So a lot of people said beer. I thank you. Jesus. And a lot of people said microphone.
I would like that. I would like mine to be the same.
Right?
Like
And
a drink.
everybody had great answers. The best answer was Mike Nappy, who said a beer and a wall full of Funko Pops. Get a picture of a
There you go.
little
That could be the
micro
backdrop.
wall.
Dude, there's a TikTok, and the guy had like similar background as you. And Joey's
Really?
like, "It's Jeff." Yeah, and the wall full of Funkos.
Wow.
People are ripping off you.
Right, that was my thing. The shark
Great
never
minds.
is on duty. But it was a great show, nevertheless. And thank you to McGurk's. Yeah, and Brent said that, he didn't know McGurk's had a stage there. And it kind of reminds me of Rusty Nail a little bit with the stage. Not very big, but the way it's cut out and located is very cool. And, of course, it was all three-piece bands.
So it was inside?
Yeah, it was inside.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to think.
And-
I've been there a bunch of times.
They've got like a back ballroom where they got
Oh,
kind of like
nice.
an area to set up food, which they did and had all the food. And then there's like a bar with a stage and plenty of seats. And it was awesome. Really a great choice. And like I said, the evening was jumping. Some people are like, oh, it's kind of loud in here. I mean, to me, I'm pretty much deaf by now because I don't wear earplugs. So to me, nothing's loud anymore.
You never wear earplugs? You gotta start
Oh,
that.
please. All right, Cassie. Jesus. My wife yells at me
Hey.
every freaking time. Every time.
You go to too many shows, man.
I do. We are waiting for Presley Tennant. She's running a few minutes behind. I did get the word from Anna in the group that everything went well, so we'll just wait it out. Should be a few minutes. Hopefully, they got the time zones correct. But either way, we'll be here. We'll wait
Yeah,
in
you
silence.
always do check the time zones. Oh, I didn't tell you about Rufus. Went to
No,
Rufus.
please, no. Yeah, I mean, your seats were phenomenal, by the way.
I mean,
Wow.
can't be front row, man. Yeah, it was like touching the stage. Stage is like right here. I was in love because we saw him last year, but he didn't play any of the hits. So me and Duck were praying like he would play like all of our favorites. And guess what? He played all of our favorites because he has a million albums, so it's always a toss up whether you're going to hear what you want to hear.
Sure.
And we'll enjoy the show either way, but when it's your song, it's so special. And he sat down on piano, and one of our favorites was second song, Vibrate, and he just let loose. I have to make a video because he has this note and he holds for straight like 2 minutes. It's ridiculous. Also, Hallelujah. He was on the Shrek soundtrack and he sang Hallelujah for that. So he was just phenomenal, just him, piano and guitar, and he just killed it as always. Oh, and he responded to me, Jeff. He's like, I don't know who likes my shirt. And I'm like, we love it. And he's like, well, yeah, but I don't know about everyone else or something.
Wow.
I have it recorded. I'm like, he just talked to me. I tried to grab his hand, but then he just walked away. So I was like, okay. I'm not
Isn't
gonna
that
push it.
neat? Isn't that neat how we open our big mouths? Like I said with that thing with Donna DiGregorio, she's like, and to my right, and I'm like, Sarah! She's like, okay, somebody knows Sarah.
And I'm not the type to like be the, shout her outer, but we're kind of in my favor. I don't know. So I love them.
Hey, we like to get vocal. It's what we do here. Jason Rushman in the house. What's up, everybody? Hope you had an incredible Memorial Day. We did. Fun Memorial Day. Very laid back. Just kind of hung out with my wife when she got out of work. She had to work. The nursing duty never ends, although she has a new job coming up. Congratulations to Cassie over there in the corner. Brand new job starting next week, a director. She's big time. No weekends, no holidays, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
I tell you what, proud is the word. She's a superstar. Sorry I'm late, Jeff. I've been watching movies, if you know what I mean. Well, I know what you mean. I don't know if I want to know what you mean. Like, gracious. JD Wolf says, congrats, Cassie, and why not? I'm going to shoot Presley a message just to make sure we're good. Because I think a lot of the core people are, I think Midwest. So let's just hit it up. I know. I stink at this.
That is mine. You join.
Are we okay? And let's see what happens.
You don't have to leave.
Yeah, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Jeff does get vocal in every video. And
yeah,
the funny thing is, John, when
I mean, I'll let out a woo, but not like full out talking like you do.
yeah, sometimes I talk, sometimes I sing, and John's wife Kim said to me one time, she goes, "You know what I love the best about Bitter? Of course, Twisted's Bitter. She said, it's a great song, but I love when they make everybody sing Bitter, and I hear you off camera, off key, going Bitter, Bitter," and I'm like, oh my god, I'm like, I'm not that bad. I might not listen. I'm like, oh my god, I really am that bad.
Okay, does it? When you listen to yourself back on videos, I'm like, oh, it's the worst.
I'm like, wow, I really do sing that far off key.
Yeah.
Speaking of singing, and we have a few minutes because we haven't seen Presley yet, and hopefully she'll get here shortly. But Jewel, this past Friday, oh my God, this past Friday, my wife and I went out to Sweeney's to catch Bryn Athen. And man, I tell you, thanks, JD. That's greatly appreciated.
Oh.
Bryn Athen brought it home, Jewel. They rocked Sweeney's, got for almost 4 hours. I mean, it took a couple of intermissions, but a 4-hour show. They played, of course, some of the new
4
hits.
hours? Were they
4 hours. Cover songs and originals.
Yeah.
Cold Lady, of course, on the docket. Call Me When You're Home. And then I said, before the show to Anthony, I'm like, how about Better Days? He's like, nah. I'm like, no, it's like my favorite song. He's like, it's not stage ready. He's like, needs a little work to get on stage with the way the song is. I'm like,
perfectionist.
he is. And my wife's like, so Cassie's watching. We're sitting in our usual seats, like right by the bar. And she's like, I'm telling you, that kid's not singing. I'm like, what do you mean? She said his voice is so rangy, so good. He meshes every song with a kind of almost a different sound. He sings every song so well, it can't be real. I'm like, that's real. That is that kid singing. Effortless is the word she uses. I agree. Anthony is, the band is effortless. They look so smooth. And I see it in certain bands. The Grimjacks are one. They look like so smooth. And watching them, the boys just perform and headbang, and watching Jordan play drums. And I see it now with Twisted, of course, Logan, Sarah. I mean, Kayla's a little more effort because she belts them out. But to watch Sarah and Logan just seems so smooth. These young bands, these young artists, Jewel, look like longtime veteran superstars on these stages.
I know, and they're getting so much practice playing all the shows, and having 4 hours to just go off it and do your thing is incredible. That's massive spotlight and just like a ton of practice. Like every show makes you that much better.
Yeah.
But I just had this conversation. I'm like, seeing Rufus, and he's older now, and he was making these songs in his 20s, and he sounds exactly the same. Like it sounds like the album does. So when you can sound like the recording, it's a feat.
I agree. And in talking about that Grimjack show, so it was a lot of their college friends, etc. And so near the end, everybody starts piling on stage. All these college kids start piling on stage. And the two dudes, I forget their names, I apologize, Bryn Athen's good friends, who they introduced me to in the beginning of the show, they said, there's two guys I want to meet you. They loved the show. And we were talking about that. I'm like, huh? They're like, as soon as I walked up, they're like, this is Jeff. And they're like, we know the Yo Show. We love it. And I'm like, wow, how cool. So they're like, yeah, come on stage. I'm like, I don't know. And then Ryan, the bass player, is like, Jeff, get up here, man. So, I got up there, and I'm singing with Anthony in the mic, and we're singing Cold Lady because they played it twice. And, oh my God.
Man.
What a performance. What a great performance. They are all polished, incredible musicians, every single one of them. John, I agree. And it's, there's a lot of work that goes into it. And work sounds like a dirty word sometimes. And Joey is in the house. Joey's been a while since then. You've grown. You look like you're about 15 now. You're a softball superstar from what I hear. But the fans out there need to know what to do with their Yo Show. Give them the rundown.
It's okay. I sneezed. You hiccuped. It's that kind of night. Oh, sorry.
Make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on all notifications.
Enunciate.
What?
Start over.
Make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on all notifications and hit that like button in the face, but don't break your screen.
We have merch.
We have merch.
We have merch. So John Simons, and I said this to Jewel, that the Fuse is an all-age show. We got to get Joey there one night to come and rock out with us at the Fuse with the band. Well, with no hiccup,
We're there. We're there next time.
Right, you got to get her there.
Could get some water.
I got to see who I have from the camp here because I have Anna Castle. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on. I'm a little stumped by the tardiness, if you will.
I mean, we can keep it a rolling and go off the cuff as we do.
We can definitely go off the cuff as we do, which we like to do.
That's later, which is all.
Most definitely. And of course, to see like Kim's little daughter running around, she's just a little angel and she runs around and she was having a great time the other night as well. And the kids get into it.
Yeah.
I said Cuthbert Twilley brings, I think it's his girlfriend's little boy, and he moshes and he gets into the music. So it's a great scene for everybody. It's a lot of fun. They said they're 21 and over to drink, and the kids come and have a great time. Always look forward to watching the Yoshi show. It's not quite the Yoshi show. If it was Jules' way, it would be the Yoshi show, because that's Jules' character.
I know. That is
Jules'
my guy.
character is
I will fight
Yoshi.
someone for him. I love him.
You certainly do. And again, while we talk about like all ages and everything, kids under 12 get in for free, of course. Key Concert Series, the 5th installment, June 22nd. Summer doesn't scare us. We're coming. The lineup, the Jaspers, fragmented, and I hate to play favorites, but a double header of superstar powered female vocalists with Arcist and Twisted. Man, it's going to be a great one. It's going to be such a goodie, and the bands that have performed there, I go and see them at their other shows. Milo Sky, Burnett, and of course Twisted, Grimjacks. I love the alumni. I still keep in touch with the dudes from Iron Core. They watch the show a lot, and we're excited about that. So it's good. It's a community, like John said, and we always say here, but it's your community as well, and the band's community. So come and have fun. Listen to music. Like, who doesn't love that? Using Google Speech. That's okay. Who doesn't love like a good community like that, music and all that great stuff? We're waiting for Presley Tennant, 8:15. I'm sorry, 8:45. So she run a little late. We'll see what happens. Like I said, it could be a time zone thing. It happens.
Yes, it does. We had that before. Did you hear about the news? All our short points? Like, what's happening, man?
What I heard, like Wildwood hell broke loose in Wildwood over the weekend.
A state of emergency. Kicked everyone off the boardwalk. Sea Isle, there was threats, incident in Ocean City. Like, what is happening? What do you think it is? Like,
I hate to say what it is. It's society. This is how people are today. Like, they don't know how to have something good and enjoy it. And, something like that. And to me, Jewel, I'm thinking to myself, everybody rushes down the shore. They push to get down the shore and all bedlam breaks loose. Instead of that, get in your car, drive 15, 20 minutes to Warminster, and come see the Key Concert Series on June 22nd. Why go to the shore? Why go to that madness when you get fun and partying? Everybody's there singing and dancing and marketing and networking and meeting. Why not? Why go down the shore? KeyConcertSeries.TicketLeap.com. Get them right now for a reduced rate, $15. You don't need the shore. You need the Jaspers. You need Fragmented. You need Arcus. You need Twisted. That's what you need in your life.
That is what you need. Yeah, but it can't be the young people. There's always young people down the shore. So I don't know what it was in the air this weekend, but it was just nutty.
Maybe ask Phil Collins, because he could feel it coming in the air tonight. And I still, to this day, don't know what exactly it was.
What was it? And what happened?
I can feel it. That story's fake about how he saw the kid drowning. That's not a real story.
Saw the guy drowning, but didn't. I just know the story from Stan, because I am a Stan.
Completely correct. What about come to the Key Concert Series? I know, I agree.
Yeah, but that's a place to be. I never ever went down the shore on Memorial Day though.
I'm not a big
a lot.
I'm not a big shore person, and to each their own. It's just really not my thing. Because I live up here in Langhorne, and there's always so much to do. may not be beach, but there's a lot to do.
Oh, I love it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, a lot of our people would play down the shore. I'm going down in T-minus 10 days tomorrow. I'm so excited. But yeah, I hope it's not like that when I go down. I usually like going down in the off season. Like last year, I made it down to like 3 shore points in October, and it was the best ever because no one was there. Like, give me an empty beach any day.
I'm with that. And
cooler weather, not stifling.
right. Like when I go beaching and I think back to our trip to Bermuda with the pink sand, beautiful, nice and cool. I think like Virginia Beach. I like it out there.
Yeah.
And it's, as my buddy Tim calls it, it's so touristy that there's always times when the beach won't be mobbed because people are just used to always being at the beach.
That's what it is. We went to Virginia, or I went for the first time last September, and it was September, so it wasn't as crowded. It was the air show, but like it was a good amount of people. It wasn't overly crowded. Just having a room right on the beach was nice. It was a lot different than what I expected, though. I don't know. It is really like middle of the road between here and Florida.
I love Virginia Beach as well, John. I know last year you and the boys went down, and the boys played a lot on the boardwalks and by the beach. And if you do it again, I've got a connection for somewhere that we can. Well, at least I could stay. Sorry, Tim. I'm like inviting the whole family over. But yeah, somewhere out there close by, and we would love to get out there again. The wife loves it. I love it. Awesome time there indeed. There's a lot of great breweries out there for beer drinkers. Apparently it comes with my action figures, so I know I'll be drinking. But there's a lot of great breweries there, and there's a lot of fun things to do on Virginia Beach. I like the area a lot. My buddy Tim loves it. He's like, there's a lot of tourists. He's like, so I don't do a lot of tourist stuff, but that's okay. It's a great time. I like it out there a lot.
Yeah, just I do enjoy the beach. So are you more? Do you like the mountains?
I've never really mountained, so to speak. I camped once. Actually, I car camped, which barely counts. So I car camped. I thought I told you this.
He glammed.
Oh, maybe a tour and get that Yosho tour bus that
Come on
Cassie
now.
was talking
Come on
about.
now.
Right?
Twist my arm.
Load the
I mean,
kids
you
up.
might have to twist my arm to get me there.
Yeah, I know, right? We may have meant to kidnap you. Sorry, we don't say that word on here. But Jesus, it's over. Where was I going with this? Oh, so we glamped. And that was the time we stayed on the fields of Devil's Backbone Brewery. Man, that's a hard word. And it's in Virginia. It's a little ways from Virginia Beach. It's in Virginia, and it's Devil's Backbone. And people camp out there. And you're maybe like a 10, 15-minute walk from the brewery. But off to the right, way out, they have a stage. And I saw the band Too Many Zoos. I'm going to type this out for you people. And after the show, look this up. Because I've tried to get them on the show many times to no success. But it is, hold on, there it is.
Can we do that? Can we just say bands and they'll want to come on here?
I wish.
Shining on the Clams.
Right, Shining on the Clams. Vita and the Wolf. What's the other? Beth Gibbons. Too Many Zoos is the band. And they've got a guy, one guy plays like the sax, one guy plays like a stand-up drum, and I forget what the other guy plays. I think a horn of some sort. And it's so good. And they played Joel for like 4 hours while we're like laying, like, we originally got ready for bed. I'm like, oh, the hell with bed. Let's just listen to this. And we were close enough to hear everything perfectly. They're great.
What's the type?
What's that?
What's the type of music?
It's very different. It's got kind of like a jazz meets ska meets horn section kind of rock. It's super cool. And they play like a lot in like the subways of New York and places like that. So they're that kind of band, kind of like a makeshift band.
Okay.
But they've gotten really big, and it's so good. And it was right there. I'm like, man, what a trip. And my buddy Tim's like, yeah, this isn't camping. And I'm like, no, it ain't. But I'm enjoying it.
That's awesome. Yeah, the band opening up for Shannon this weekend is Psychedelic Mariachi.
Ooh.
So I'm excited.
Right. I like that a lot. Psychedelic.
I love seeing openers and finding new people. So
how about that? That's even a cool name.
Get their name. Yeah.
I'm going to try Presley again. I don't know what happened.
I mean, yeah.
The no-show really hurts my heart.
I mean, we can always swing it, but...
We can always swing it. And we have swung it? Swung it? Is that the right? Swang it?
Swang? Big swang.
Swang?
Remember that? Big swang. Remember that song?
Swanson? Samsonite. I was way off. What we're going to do is probably play another Presley Tennant song. Why not? It's her night, whether she's here for it or not. Okay. We're going to play another song either way because we still love Presley Tennant. And we're going to play 600 Miles, which was her EP a couple years ago, the last time she was on the show. So let's play the title song, 600 Miles. It's a goodie. Tonight's, hopefully, guest, Presley Tennant. We'll be right back here in about 3.5 minutes, live Tuesday night on the U Show. Enjoy.
I still remember the night in July when you pulled me in close for a kiss goodbye. Had to turn and walk away so you didn't see the tears in my eyes. You left me questions in my heart, left me wondering why I fell so hard. Why'd you have to go so fast and go so far? Do you still think about me? Wonder about that space between us. Did I put the brakes on what could have been? Do you question what we should have been? Is it all the time or every now and then? Do you wanna take that 3-mile drive straight to my house in the back of your mind? Did you not think that instinct would change the plans that we have made? I guess it's hard to hear a heartbreak 600 miles away. I still go down that road that goes down by your house to see if maybe he came back to town. But you're never there, just a dead end turn around. Do you still think about me? Wonder about that space between us. Did it put the brakes on what could have been? Do you question what we should have been? Is it all the time or every now and then? Do you wanna take that 3-mile drive straight to my house in the back of your mind? Did you not think that instinct would change the plans that we have made? I guess it's hard to hear a heartbreak 600 miles away. You left me in that reveal last summer, and now the tears they've all dried up, but I still wonder, do you still think about me? Wondering about that space between us. Did it put the brakes on what could have been? Do you question what we should have been? Is it all the time or every now and then? Do you wanna take that 3-mile drive straight to my house in the back of your mind? Did you not think that instinct would change the plans that we had made? I guess it's hard to hear a heartbreak 600 miles away. 600 miles away.
Great song and video. And I got to tell you what, John Simons is on to something. He says, let's have a country night at the Fuge. Bring all your female friends between 20 and 50 years old and 60 years old, and tell them to wear cowboy hats, tight jeans, and a tight shirt, and a cowboy boots. It's fabulous. Presley Tennant, who, something, whatever it is, little miscommunicate to went wrong tonight. Awesome tune indeed. She's a great artist. Kind of hurts that she didn't make it, whatever it is. Like we say, life happens, etc., etc. So whatever it is, I'm sure we will get her back and we'll talk soon. If she doesn't make it tonight, like I said, sometimes time zones get mixed. Sometimes things happen. Sometimes the link gets mixed up. So we don't know. I mean, Jewel got the wrong link earlier on and was in the wrong room.
I was in the wrong stream, and it was her picture, and then I saw people like in the backstage waiting to like watch. So I don't know, man.
Really?
Yeah, it was odd.
There was people backstage waiting to watch?
Yeah, it was like so many people waiting.
Wow.
I don't know, but we're live. I mean, you can tell which link is live now.
You certainly can.
All good.
Yeah. That's bizarre. I didn't know people.
You don't know people waiting for us.
You know
Well,
what? Wow. They're waiting for the limo to pull the virtual limo to pull about back, and that must come out. I kind of want to try and put a Too Many Zeus song on here, and I don't know if it's going to get blocked or not.
Oh.
Are they that big? Could I try it? Should I try it?
Can we do Shannon? Probably not.
I don't know.
No.
You don't want to try Too Many Zeus? All right.
Oh no, I don't know. That's your band, man.
Here's a band we need to get out. The Bicycle Band. Probably the most interesting band I've seen in a long time. You know I'm going to reach out. The Bicycle Band. I'm writing it down right now in my notes. I wonder if they sing Bicycle. Oh, God, I cannot.
I like to ride my bicycle.
That's a great song. It's a great. Matter of fact, I found a home for Freddie. I got to redo all these because somebody knocked him over. Not going to mention my wife's name. Hey, where's the new Freddie?
I really thought you were going to say your dog. Then you had to put Cassie on place like that.
I sure did. But it was good, though, because you got the carpets nice and clean down here. The room looks great. I'm going to see if I can do this. Excuse me in Facebook land. I go on YouTube and try to find Too Many Zeus. Now, I know Facebook will probably shut it down. So if it gets shut down on Facebook, make sure you make your way to YouTube.
Or Twitch.
Or Twitch. Because YouTube actually has a disclaimer on there that says if this video is being shared from YouTube, you can play it on YouTube. Oh, this is the song too. Oh, wait. Is it Bedford? I think it's Bedford. All right, I'm going to load it up. 15 million people have viewed this thing, so I guess it's got to be okay, right? What's the matter? Are you afraid of it?
15 mil?
15 million have viewed
We're going to get shut down.
This video.
Might as well just play Dead South.
All right, we're going to do a little piece. And we're going to disclaim by saying I do not own the rights to this music. Real quick, a piece of Bedford by Too Many Zeus. Just so you can kind of get a feel for what they're all about. Because I think this is like some of the coolest stuff I've ever heard. You were about to
say 2 Live Crew.
I was about to say 2 Live Crew. Too Many Zeus. Real quick. We'll do about 30 seconds of Bedford. Hit it. Okay, it starts slow.
Oh shit.
All right, that was a little more than a minute of Bedford.
Dude, I love that. I love that so much.
Isn't it great?
Oh
I'm telling you.
That's like my I'm telling you, wheelhouse.
They are
like
they are so freaking good. So John Simons wants to see the Bicycle Band. Let's do it. Let's see what they got.
Okay.
I'm like just on edge tonight. I am.
It reminds me of Nautilus. What's her name? Meredith?
I'm not sure.
But
I
have
love.
to
I'm
get
telling
Doug a
you.
trumpet. Oh my god. I wanted to get her one for her birthday, but they're like a lot of money. She needs a trumpet.
The Bicycle Band. There they are. All right, let's see what they got. I don't really know much of their music, so we're just going to kind of... Is it the Bicycle Band or is it just Bicycle? Because I see Bicycle.
Oh man.
I see this.
Yes.
I see this
Send
song
them
called...
alike.
I see this song called Ugly. Is that them?
UGLY. You ain't got no L.
Before they didn't have the ham player, or the horn player. Who, Too Many Zoos? So Bicycle Band, give me a song so I know what to find, so I get the right band. Because there's a lot to say bicycle.
Oh, Tropa Magica is the psychedelic mariachi band.
I find it rather amazing how more people have come into the stream live since I played Too Many Zoos. Bravo.
I'm going to follow them right now. I love that.
Oh, it is so
I was not expecting
good.
that.
What were you expecting? Because I really didn't know how to describe it, but they are so cool, and
That
it's
one
so
you like more rock-ish.
okay. I get that.
I'm following
The guy
them right
that
now.
the guy that plays percussion is amazing because he's got like 4 different things going on with that one drum, and I'm telling you, they're a
Kosha
great
Dills
band.
follows them. Kosha Dills is an excellent Jewish rapper. He was supposed to be on the show like a long time ago. I should reach out to him because he's done big things.
Why not?
But he follows Too Many Zoos.
I don't see why not either. I love them. I love Too Many Zoos. I think they're really cool. And you know what else is very cool? You know, you say you expect Jeff to be more about rock and metal. Last couple of weeks, the first like right on comes from Harkin. So thank you to the dudes from Harkin. They're going to be on in a few weeks, so let me some
Oh,
Harkin. Jewel, this is a great rock band. Kimberly Ann in the house with the heart. We love you. Thank you, Kim. You were awesome this past weekend. Me and Kim were doing a little moshing, a little dancing.
Kim's the best.
Kim is fantastic. She really is. John and Kim are just terrific people. And like I said to Cassie, because Cassie was having a bad weekend too. Like Sunday cigar, I'm just not in a great mood. I'm just not feeling it. Blah, blah. I'm like, you know what, though? You're going to get there tonight to McGurk's, and you're going to be around family. Like, these people become family to us. And hopefully the feelings are mutual. And Jewel has said it, and Brent has said it, and Cassie says it. It's like a family thing, man. It's more than just like people you share music with. You share common interests, but you can also tell them anything and bounce ideas off each other and brainstorm and party and drink moonshine. All that good stuff.
Who's drinking moonshine?
I told you last year at Simon's Pig Roast, moonshine
yeah.
was flowing.
I'm like, moonshine to McGurk's?
Moonshine was flowing. Hey, you never know. I'm going to get my own little moonshine bar. Build our own little place. Moonshine and concert stage. And
My sister got the Cricut machine going this weekend. That's one plus. Get those t-shirts cranking out.
I've got to say this part. Yeah, I mean, bring the t-shirts. So I'm there. And, of course, I'm talking to Kim. And you know me, Jewel. I like to headbang. I like to dance. And sometimes my back is a little tweak and I tend to stumble a little bit. Or I get real sore. So I look over and Kim is sitting next to my wife and she grabs onto a chair. She's like, sometimes I just got to grab on or I'm going to fall over. And I race over. I'm like, yeah, if I don't grab onto something. So I'm watching the Grimjacks and I'm headbanging. I jump on stage and I'm headbanging. And next thing you know, I step off stage and I just take a seat on the stage. And I just kind of sit there. Because I know I'm going to fall and break my ass. So
I'd rather you sit than keel over.
thank you very much for that. So it's Bicycle and it's Strange. Let's find it. Oh, there it is. Bicycle, Strange, Bigfoot creatures and other worldly friends and fun musical. That's kind of weird. That looks very weird. This looks right up our alley. Hold on, let's pause
This
this.
show is eclectic and weird and my speed.
It is. This is quite a night. We're just, we're coming up on 300. We may not make it that far. We might get canceled before we get there. Let's do it. This is very new to me as well. I don't know what to expect, but it's Bicycle and it's Strange. And I am beyond psyched live on the O Show. Wow.
Is that my brother?
I'm not that crazy, just a little deranged. The noise that I'm making's already inside your brain. When I'm alone, I am surrounded by friends. When we're apart, we share the space that you're in. What I forget, I will remember again.
We're keeping this stuff to a minute, but wow.
Is it me, or did that song kind of go with the first song? Like, if they overlapped,
Right?
that'd be like
A little bit. You need to go. I'm going to reach out now. I'm totally excited. The lead singer's he kind of sounds like the dude from Cameo. Like now, like at this age.
Yeah, man.
So I got a key concert series. Listen to this lineup. Too Many News, Bicycle, and who's the last band? Oh, a Dirty Soap, who we had on the show. And
Queen.
And Ween. Oh my God, that is like the greatest show ever.
Yes.
I got to tell you, I'm literally just blown away by what it is. I didn't know what to expect. But
Me
right
neither.
on. I'm sure they play in costume. It's kind of like
that'd be great.
it's
Yeah.
kind of like it's like Gwar for stoned people.
Sure.
That was awesome.
JoJo Siwa.
That movie was awesome. I'm blown away by it. I mean, I know the people on Facebook are losing their minds right now, but come see us at YouTube because that was terrific.
That has to be hot, playing in like a Sasquatch.
Right? I mean, it looks uncomfortable. And right now, Presley Tennant probably came backstage and she's like, what? Okay, I'm out.
When I saw Sia, oh, sorry.
Oh, okay. I see what happened. She accidentally had it down at 8:30 Central. So it's still about 20 minutes away. So if you want to hang tough, we will expect Presley Tennant around 9:30. That'll work. So since we're going to kind of do the show a little bit backward, Jewel. That was good stuff. Yeah, cool. She will be here around 9:30. And I it's my own fault. I know it happens. They're definitely like Midwest. And, I don't stress that enough sometimes. I kind of feel like, okay, people know by now. Not necessarily. But I'm going to talk about what's coming on the show in the next few weeks because we've got some great stuff. And it starts off, Jewel, next Tuesday night. If you're a fan of the show, then you got to be here next Tuesday night to see the amazing Kate Boytek make her return. What a sweetheart. She is just a doll. We love her. Making her second appearance on the show from one of Jewel's favorite areas, West Virginia.
You.
June 4th. June 11th, a pretty neat band, Vinland. This is our second try with them. We had a little snag the last time. It's violin and rock music. Some of the girls will play with Femmes of Rock. Play with Vinland, so that's pretty cool. We look forward to that. June 18th, when the Jewel landed, the group that brought us Sucker Punch now brings us Valerie Falls. Definitely excited for that on the 18th. 25th, we have a couple. We haven't locked in anything yet for the 25th. We're working on that. July 2nd, Jewel, it is the band that I spoke of. They've become big fans of the show. I'm big fans of them. To watch them on stage certainly is worthwhile. It's the dudes from Harkin on July 2nd. Super cool band. July 9th, Jewel and I do number 300. Tell your friends, and if you're out there now, remember, July 9th, 300 show. How we're going to do it, where we're going to do it, what we're going to do, we don't know yet. All we know is we're going to have fun. We're going to party. We're going to celebrate 300 freaking episodes of this.
Of this.
Of this.
Right here.
It's a great this. We do this. And I will toot my own horn. I'm going to say better than anybody I've watched.
I mean,
I watched them. And I don't see the camaraderie and the smooth, the flow like we have here.
Yeah, I mean, I just always want to, most importantly, give a great interview. And I'm not the best speaker, but I feel like me and you do a good job at, just asking questions that maybe haven't been heard before. Just giving a fresh take and really letting the guests take full center stage and just sitting back and letting them do their thing. It irks my soul when I see interviewers and they just like talk about themselves. It's
Oh,
like, we didn't want to come to see you. Like we
I
see
know,
you all
like-
the time. It's like being Mario in Mario Kart. Like you're Mario all the time. Like let someone else take the shine and just be. It's their time. It's their time to promote their projects and things coming out. So yeah, that really irks my soul when I see
I
interviews.
know.
So I try my best not to do that. And I'm like, you can chime in and you can definitely relate to someone, but just let them speak.
especially when they get a decent guest.
Oh, no, puppy.
Yeah, puppy Hannah's in the house. Especially when they get good guests. And like I do, and I say, and I'm like, wow, dude, yeah.
Man.
Thank you very much, Brian Thompson. Great show. We
Thank you.
appreciate that. A great deal. That guy looks familiar. Look at that
It
guy
looks like-
closely.
It looks like
Yeah,
our
it does,
buddy.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does look like our buddy. Oh, Hannah. Rockstar in the house.
yep.
I believe that's Brian Work from Mojo Moji,
It looks like
if I'm correct.
yeah.
A sensational band, by the way. Sensational. They've been on twice. We love them. We absolutely love them. John, I think me and Harkin have made a nice little relationship. I think they would play the show. And the best part about Harkin is, now you caught you. Man, you know what, dude? You got that
Hey,
rock star.
we know
look.
your face. We know your
Right?
face. So.
Like I said on the Yo Show, when you come on your family, we know your face. Usually. Usually. But the dudes from Harkin, Jewel, I saw them at Sweeney's a couple weeks back when Atlanta Brocus did Metal Mania. Shout out to Atlanta, by the way, who we love. And Harkin, so the lead singer comes on stage and he's wrapping his knees. And I'm like, excuse me, are you wrapping your knees? He's like, yeah, dude. Gotta. When you see me perform, and he like crouches down a lot and he kind of sways back and forth. And I'm thinking like, man, when I dance at these shows, my knees hurt like hell. Good point. I may start to wrap my knees, I think. Guess the rock star. Oh, that's a goodie. We might do that for the 300. I got to think of a way to. Ooh, guess the rock star.
I'm down with that. I love the
That's-
games.
Yeah, we got to.
So there was good feedback on my game last week because I was really nervous about
It was good, and me and Rachel definitely enjoyed it. I thought it was great. I really did. You mentioned the idea. I'm like, yeah, let's get into something. You're like, oh, I got to figure it out, and you did a great job. That's a cool idea. I liked it a lot.
It'd be cool for a repeat guest because it just to break out of the mold a little bit.
Sure.
Yeah, but it's a good idea. I mean, obviously there were a couple, so it was fun to do a couple questions, but
Yeah, put them on the spot just
Yeah.
a little bit. And
cause some tension.
when we had, which show was we did the 100 or the 200 where I had Maria Daniels come out and ask us questions. So I goofed on how to do the
that.
game. Yeah, but I goofed because we're supposed to have our answers in front of us to show each other if we were right.
Oh,
And I forgot that. And Maria was kind of like, she
let's do
said,
it again.
like,
We got to do it again.
we can do it again.
Okay.
I don't know if we can get Maria
300.
again because Maria is like, she says her bedtime's like 8 o'clock now.
Well, she has 7 children and
She
10
does.
businesses. Not even lying.
So maybe we're looking for a game show host.
Game show host.
I've
Apply at Theo Show 215.
I've also thought about this. There's a guy who recently went into retirement who I'm thinking of busting out of retirement for the 300th. If we do it like this, if we do it live somewhere, probably can't. But if we do it like this, which I kind of want to do it like this, we got a guy who I'm trying to bring out of retirement for a special Yo Show round of Incoherent.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
that'd be
Me
amazing. That'd be
versus
amazing.
you trying to talk into the awesome Mr. Ray Chase, who game show host unlike any other in podcast history. Shout
We
out
would
to the
have to
Happy
send
Hour
him some
podcast.
like beer and some magazines and some Orioles merch.
I'll send that guy, but I love that guy. I'm
Some
actually going
Taylor
to see him.
Swift tickets.
I'm actually going to see him on Father's Day. We're actually going to the
Wow.
Baltimore Orioles game, Orioles Phillies in Camden Yards
Holy
on
crap.
Father's Day.
Amazing.
Isn't it
That made me
great?
cry. That's so nice.
So Ray's like, I got an extra ticket. Why don't you come down? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, why don't you bring the wife? So my wife, her brother, and his wife used to live in Baltimore. They now live up by like Westchester. So they're meeting us. We're all going down together. We're going to meet Ray. We're going to go to the ball game. It's going to be great.
That's so cool.
Be a little jealous. Ray's great, and he spoke up a lot about retiring from the podcast world, and I was taking a lot out of him. And he says he sees some of these people still doing it the wrong way. And like we said, people do it the wrong way, and that's fine. Everybody does it their own way. I love the way he did it. It was a lot different than ours. And he said, hey, man, respect the way you do it, too. He's like, that's how I kind of found you, and you found me. He's like, I know how you are with Jewel. I know how your show goes. It's a little more, how we say, politically correct. A little more, I don't want to say timid, wasn't really the word he used. He said, but it's a little more about the guest, a little more direct, laid back. You let the guest take center stage. He puts the guest into some great situations, and it's fun and it's funny, and he let me be loose. And like I said, we met, of course, Dan Dangler from there, who's on the program, and Janine Jericho, who was on a Wednesday night. She got a great following, too, when she came on. So the people that have come to us, and Vividly Vixen, who's guest co-hosted a few times. So I trust Ray because he was very particular about who he had and the way he runs it. And maybe we'll try that as well. I have so many ideas for 300, Joe. I kind of want to do like an 8-hour show.
Yeah, we've done that.
We have done that. I looked the other day, as a matter of fact. The official timing was about 15 hours.
That's it?
Yeah. Because remember,
That's disappointing because I hurt.
Right, but you got booted off and couldn't get back on. And then I was on. Then Eric Bartello came on to start playing like Journey and stuff like that. And Facebook's like, okay, enough of this. And away we went. They shut us down completely.
Yeah, well, we also just played whatever we wanted.
It felt like 48.
It really did, yeah. And I had like our 6th birthday before that day. Like, I was dead.
I had a keg of beer in the house. And I tell you, it was almost kicked by the time I want to do it again.
I had to wake up and drink coffee. What?
I look back, and let's try this real quick. Let's have a little fun with this, because I remember. See if you remember. Who was the first guest on the marathon show?
Eric?
It was Eric. That is a great call. Eric, wow. Well, I didn't think you would get that. Eric from St. Ricketts, because we had John Monforto, who does the Rocky impersonation, and he had messaged me and said, I'm running behind. So I messaged Eric. I'm like, dude, we want to get St. Ricketts on at some point. And he's like, I'm ready He's like, I'm ready right now. Let's go. And boom, he's on. And he was great. He talked about the music. He had a nice setup. He's also a nurse. He was talking about that a little bit and got into the fun. And then, like I said, John Monforto came on.
2020, we were in lockdown.
Yeah, I know. It was bad times. Got to take a 10-minute break to hear the Crimjacks perform Freebird. I'm down with that, too. That's probably great. The ending's probably great with the head swinging and all that. But, yeah, it was John Monforto came out and did the Rocky impersonation. I was kind of nervous because a lot of these people were new to us and he didn't know what to expect. And he came and he was great. He did like a funny Rocky.
He came in makeup.
Troy came in makeup. Oh, wow, I'm doing it right now. Yeah, Troy came out as Aunt Mary Pat. We had Brandon Messon came on.
Oh, Brandon.
Mike Nappy, yes or no?
I think so. Right?
I think we had Mike Nappy. I know we had a couple people who... Oh, we had Ty Kingsley come on.
Ty.
And he's a great local artist who's never actually been on our show for an interview, but he was cool enough to do that.
Didn't we have Joey and we had people playing outside?
Keith and Joey, right, played from one of their locations, a mall or a hospital parking lot or something.
Right down the street.
And they came on and talked kind of like real quick and did a couple numbers for us. And like I said, Eric Bartello did the DJ thing. Blake, what's her name? Not Blake Lewis. Blake Lewis is the beatbox guy.
That was your birthday.
Right,
Blake
but
Lewis.
Who was the one from California? The real beautiful girl that used to live around here, actress. Lewis. Oh my God, what is her name? I can't believe I forget her name. Brooke Lewis, thank you. Yeah, she came on real late because she's like, I'm in Cali. I could do like 11 o'clock spot. I'm like, perfect. Yeah, my God. Yeah, so she did like an 11 o'clock spot.
She like pepped us up too because she's a little spunky one. And we're like, we're dying at this point. So thank you.
Right, she's straight up fireworks, man. And yeah, we were like lagging. and we tried to do a game with the girl. It was
Oh
another
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. The
happy
trivia
hour.
game. And
Yeah, it
I
was another like
crushed it.
happy hour type podcast.
Crushed it.
It was state capitals, and Jewel was like up like 7-2, and all of a sudden she's like, "I'm
I
like
listen to
losing you
anime.
guys. I'm losing you guys. I'm losing my signal." I'm like, "Okay," and Jewel like
United States
kicked her
Madden. I
ass.
was like,
That was great.
yeah, man, that was funny.
That was awesome. That was a good time. I forget her name. I don't know. I
I do
remember
too, I'm sorry.
she was from New York, like right outside of Staten Island, I think. I know she was from Levittown, New York, and she joked about how I live close to Levittown. She's like, I'm in
Oh.
Levittown, New York. And their show was,
Two love it towns.
let's see if I can remember the name. It was on my Apple podcast, even though they lasted about 6 episodes and retired, which is a shame.
I feel
'Cause
like
they
I
were-
have to go to Elephant, PA, because that's not too far, and it's a fun name.
Elephant.
Is that
I'll
what
leave
it is?
I don't know.
This is our
It was,
Spanish-speaking episode.
Right. This is an episode where Jeff offends many other languages by not saying any of them right.
There's also
It
an
was-
intercourse PA, isn't there?
There is an intercourse PA, which is my favorite. Saved. This might be it. No saved episodes. But that was the name of the show. Oh, there it is. Wind Down Wednesdays with Amber and Ashley.
We could have done without bringing her name.
So we had Amber, but that's not her real name. That was her podcast name.
Oh,
And
I'm
Ashley,
not saying your name.
I said, let's get both of them. She's like, Ashley's just way too shy. She's like, she barely likes someone up with me, but they were really cool. And that's what Jewel, not the Jewel. Oh, speaking of that time and video podcasts and all that stuff, an extremely happy birthday to the amazing Mr. Ron Russell from the Jimmy Star and Ron Russell Show. Ron is a terrific entertainer. He's an actor. Of course, Jimmy Star's husband and co-host of the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. Happy birthday, Ron. And this is kind of how we found this from Jimmy Star. And I was like, dude, how do you do that thing where the both of these are in a window and a guest comes in another window? And he's like, it's told us what it was called, how to use it, and it brought us. And that COVID period between the food drive and the episodes we had up after that really brought us to this point. And it's been, Jewel, I love you to death. I love myself to death. But those early episodes with just audio, wow, the fact we made it blows my mind.
Yeah, what did we do? And we could see each other, like we could see each other talk, so we could see this.
Yeah.
We didn't know how to translate that on YouTube. Oh, and the first time I saw Jimmy Star was on a platform like this was with the Glam Skanks. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Jeff, we got to do this. Like, we got to do this somehow. Like, it's so much better to see the person and see the artist. Because a lot of our people were out in California. Like, we had Steve Halley and Hal Sparks and all these like cool people were interviewing out in California. And you had a lot of like 80 stars, before I was even a part of the show. So I'm like, if we could do this, it would be so damn cool.
Oh, and
It has been.
it's really incredible, and it's great to see your face on a weekly basis if we can't get together outside of here because, lives, works, families, whatever. So to see you like this, at least once a week is awesome. To see the artist and the guests come on here is great. So you get a feel for them. You can kind of talk a little bit with them. You're not worried about saying something awkward, and if you kind of do, you kind of can feel it and work your way around it. Not that we've ever said anything awkward, but in that case, and like we
If you have a
managed.
sneezing attack, you can
Right.
see the motions, the debris.
You wonder why that
Movement.
weird thing suddenly stopped. We had you talk about 80 source Nancy Vallon, who I absolutely adore, and she did audio, and she's like, I'll do the video show. And Nancy Vallon was right here. And we're still working on like Betsy Russell. She had to cancel the last time she was scheduled. Madeline Zima we had her lined up. I know I love Maddie Zima. She had a film thing come up like right before she was due on. And Maddie Zima still got their contact information.
And
on the
Haley
phone.
DeSola Pinto.
Haley DeSola Pinto, who still tells me this is going to happen. I don't know how or when. I'm here, Haley. I love you.
I'm
The
here.
dad.
I love her so much.
Right? She is the coolest. I don't want to say chick, but she is the coolest chick on earth, and she's beautiful and she's
Yes.
funny and and she's like the best part about her, Joe. It's she sends me voice messages.
Oh my God.
So I get to like 3 minutes of her just saying, "Oh, darling, here's my schedule for the next couple of
She
days,
sounds like a
darling."
Spice Girl. I
She
started
does.
watching. I started watching Amy, the Amy movie.
Oh, how was it?
I don't know. I got like 5 minutes in.
I started
But
watching.
you know who plays her dad? Did you watch Ray Donovan?
Yeah.
You know his brother.
Which one? The one that ends up with the
nose.
one that ends up with the palsy or whatever? Not palsy.
Yeah, he always wore the cap. The older
Yeah.
one.
Okay. Yeah.
Not
All right.
Bugsy or Buffy or whatever the hell his name was. The other one. What was his name? Bucky. No,
Was that it? No, it wasn't Bucky.
something like that. The other one, not the redhead. Anyway, that dude is Amy Winehouse's dad. They're singing like they're singing in the beginning. I didn't know the dude was British. Or
Me
is
neither.
he? I don't know.
Right, maybe he's doing that.
Apparently, I got mixed reviews. People are saying she can't sing. I did hear her sing. What the hell song did they sing? Some 50s song. And I was like, okay. She's trying to put on the Amy-ness. I mean, no one could be Amy, let's be real. But
True.
it's, I'll give it a shot. I don't know. Civil War is also on there, and I'm biting at the, chomping at the bit to watch it.
I want to say.
Civil War, it looks so creepy.
Even though I'm going to backtrack a second and let you know that my sister-in-law, Brianna, does a pretty darn good Amy Winehouse. She's actually a really good singer, and her karaoke is really good.
That's not
Because
fair. You can't be
doesn't
that
get
pretty
involved.
and sing. It's just not fair. It's like
Well,
Presley.
Jules, speaking of pretty and sing, our guest is backstage. And I apologize about the time mix-up. I got it from Anna, and she said, well, we mixed up the time. That's on me. I suck at this. 300 episodes, and I still suck at this. Anyway, our guest is here. She is a beautiful and talented singer. We played her brand new song, Somebody Like You, here earlier, making her second appearance on the program. Let's give it up for one of my favorites, Presley Tennant. All right.
Hello.
How are you
Good
guys?
evening. We are great, and I'm thrilled. I've been counting down the days to have you back with us because I know the first time went so well, and I think I was solo and very nervous, and you went through that perfectly. And then I said, you know what, I want to do a Tuesday night so Jewel can experience it because Jewel and I are the regulars, and she has been talking for weeks about how excited she was and how great you are. So thank you again for coming back. We just love you here.
Thank you so much for having me again. I appreciate it.
Certainly. Let's talk about the brand new song. We played it, Somebody Like You. It's a great song. It's kind of in your face kind of song, which we love. We have a lot of female artists on, and we like when they get that song. Tell us a little something about the creation, and is it kind of a true story?
So it was a situation that kind of happened. I was out with some friends and I ran into some people, and there was something that was said that really stuck out to me. And I was like, it made me think of, you know, when you break up with somebody and it's just kind of like they might say like, oh, you're never going to find somebody like me. And I'm like, well, if it didn't work out, usually you don't want to go for the same type of person.
Yes.
Because it's just,
Opposite.
you know, yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things. I could be a little, what's the right way to say this? I can be a little sassy, a little snarky sometimes. I
Okay.
have very dry humor, so I'm like, I could be taken the wrong way. But I walked into my riot with Michael Delaney, and I kind of told him a little bit what happened, and he was like, oh, like, okay, let's write about this. This is something interesting. And so we started writing about it, and I was like, I brought up you're never going to find somebody like me, and it's like, I hope I don't. And then the song was kind of born from that point on. And I feel like verse-wise, it's pretty generic on the sense of sometimes things just aren't meant to work out. Opposites don't attract all the time, and that's totally okay. I know second verse was pretty funny. At least on my behalf, I was like, wow, I mean, I don't want somebody that takes a little bit longer than me getting ready. I already take long as it is. So that's kind of concerning.
ick when a dude takes longer than you to get ready, isn't it?
Guilty. This beer does take a while, so I'm
Oh,
guilty.
man.
My wife's like, "What are you doing in there?" And I'm like, "No,
Jeff.
It's beard though, so
Okay.
it's like it's okay. You gotta put the beard oil in. You gotta do all that stuff.
It takes. See, it's worthwhile. My buddy Steve said he does not sure he likes more, the song or the cover or both. So see, you bring out that beautiful outfits as always, and a great look and a great song. So your fans are all about it.
Yeah, that one was a fun one to come about though, because I remember when I was writing it, I was like, oh God, everyone's gonna think it's about something. I got so many texts being like, I know it's about this. And I was like, it's not, but go if the shoe fits, wear it. It's one of
Like,
those.
girl, I know. Came in the same line. He's taking forever in the bathroom. It must be about this too.
I want to give a quick shout out to our man Roger Gardner, a great podcaster of his own right, and he's a big fan of Presley as well. So thanks for tuning in, Roger. We greatly appreciate it. So the last time we spoke, it was the EP 600 Miles. We played the song here, and now, like I said, this song is a single. What's a little more comfortable for you, writing an EP and laying out a bunch of songs, or just kind of getting a single out at a time? Because you've done both now, both very well.
I think I love putting out an EP or like an album or whatever you want to call it. I love putting those out, but there's something so cool about putting singles out. And I think maybe because it doesn't necessarily have to be about like this one thing. I felt like for 600 Miles, it was kind of like just this chapter in my life. From 2020 to 2022 was right after I graduated high school. And I was like, okay, like it was very dramatic. And I was like, oh, my friends are moving away with COVID going on, the world shutting down. I was like, I don't know what's going to happen next. And so that was it was a really cool thing, but also there's something so cool about putting out a single because it's like, it's just that moment of time. And it doesn't matter what it is. You can kind of just put it out and people can relate to it no matter what. I mean, I know a lot of my friends can relate to somebody like you in that certain situation. You don't want to write so many songs that are like that, at least on my behalf. Like, I feel like I've written a lot of like that. But I don't know. There's something really cool about just putting singles out in the meantime, just because it changes the variety up, and not everything has to be the same.
Yeah, and I was listening to 600 Miles, and I'm like, it reminds me. There's this amazing singer named Suzanne Sunford, and she has this album. It's called 10 Love Songs, and the way 600 Miles is put together, it reminds me of that album because everyone is so hard hitting in different ways, and I'm like, oh, like I wasn't expecting that, and I got so emotional. But you're saying it was that time, and I was just wondering the difference between then and now, and what we can expect from the new album or the new EP.
Yeah, I feel like for me, I mean, I was 18 when I wrote all those songs, and I just 22 on Friday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you so much. I'm like, this is the age no one cares about anymore. And so it was like 21 was like the last big milestone. But I think a lot of it has just been like maturing in like the life that I have lived since then. So a lot of real life experiences, I would say. Not saying that they weren't before, but I feel like it's to a different level now. And so, I mean, there's a lot of stuff coming forward. I mean, the next song is just like a fun party song. Like, I'm from Southern California. I got the palm trees surrounding me. And I feel like if you were to put like palm trees and steel guitar in a song, like that's what this next song is. Yeah. And, it's called Bad Decisions. Everybody makes bad decisions. Sometimes they make the best stories, or they give you the worst anxiety. It's one or the other. You wake up the next morning, you're like, what did I do? But I feel like, I don't know, it's just maturing, I feel like, throughout the years. I think that's the big difference in trying new things, and life's too short not to try it all, I think is the best way to put it. I mean, I shouldn't say that with Bad Decisions, because then people are going to be like, what are you trying? I'm like, not much. I'm actually, little does everyone know, I'm actually very boring. I'm like usually in bed by 9 o'clock, like sleeping. I'm so content with that. But I don't know.
The decision of staying up till like 10 o'clock at night. Like, oh my God. This is...
like, she's so wild. Oh my God.
I'm wondering if it's like an Adele thing, like 19, 25, like, do you want your career to follow in that suit? Like exactly where you are, you want to write about the time and where you are right now.
I think it's so special because it's like you live those moments and it's almost like a diary. And it's like this personal little thing, even if it doesn't mean much, but it's like it means something to you at that time. And it's like, I don't know, it's like tattoos to me. Like I love tattoos, but I'm terrified to get them because I'm like, I also change my mind 24/7. Like I don't know what I'm wearing every day, and I'm like eight clothes. I'm gonna have one little baby one, but that's it. That was like my 18 rebel face. But
I feel safe with that.
I love them though. I think they're so cool. But I don't know. It's just like that moment of time. But it's like you look back and you're like, oh my gosh, yeah, like that was a moment in my life, and like I can appreciate that. And there's something behind it to tell the story of that moment right then and there.
It sounds kind of funny when you say got 22 and boring, which cracks me up because you've done so much musically already. Your songs are hard hitting. I notice every time I watch your videos, the stages and the crowd gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And now you're touring through California and Las Vegas. That's not boring, my good friend. That's pretty darn exciting. How exciting is it to hit? Because these are major attracting towns for entertainment. How exciting is this upcoming tour and hitting areas like that?
I am really excited. I mean, one of my favorite things to do is just be on stage. Growing up, I was the shy kid. I was like, couldn't talk to people. Like I could talk to people, but I would always hide behind my mom type thing. But as soon as I got on stage, it was like a different person. And so I feel like nowadays it's like I go on stage and I can just kind of let go and live in the moment. And so it's like whatever was bothering me or whatever I was thinking about beforehand, I'm like, oh, no, don't got to worry about it for the next hour and a half. I'm good. And so I get to travel now and get to do all these cool things. I'm out in Tennessee once a month. I just went up north and opened up for Sam Hunt for a couple dates. And then I am opening up for Jody Messina near my hometown, which is really cool. But now I get to go out to, I'll be in Tempe, Arizona on the 4th of July. Then I'll be going up to Utah, then to Vegas, and then a few other places right now. But it's never in a million years would I think I'd be doing this.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's exciting, like I said, from the first time we had you on until now. And I see these videos, and there's like a long, like, walk stage. You're just strutting down this giant stage, and there's thousands of people. I'm like, oh, look at Presley go. And it's pretty awesome. Like, I've not seen a lot of country live, but I've seen Jody Messina. I saw her actually in PA. She played, the Keswick. And yeah, and I enjoyed her a lot. And like I said, country for me, we get a lot of them on the show, and I'm like, yeah, I like this. But that's pretty cool, though. What's it like opening up for somebody of that magnitude? Do you get extra nervous? Do you get extra excited? Do you try to maybe steal a little idea or two?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so when I was younger, I definitely was more, I wouldn't say starstruck, but I was like, oh my gosh, these are people I've looked up to for so long, and I still look up to them. But I think for me, traveling all the time and like getting to share the stage with these different artists, they're all just real people. And so I think I respect them more, way more now that I know what really goes into everything that they do. And I can appreciate all the hard work. And I mean, there's countless nights where they aren't home but they're on the bus and then they have to go play a show. Then they're going to write afterwards and they go do it again the next day. And I think I just appreciate and I respect them so much. So it's like a fangirl moment, but in a different way, if that makes sense.
It does. I get a fangirl moment every Tuesday night here on the program. And I'm a guy, so you can imagine how weird it is for me.
And then just going back, I mean, I don't know. Can I talk about Kelly? But I mean, that's insane to me. Like that has to be the coolest thing, especially for a young girl, 13, starting music, and then 16, getting your break with Kelly. I just watched the birthday episode, and not episode, but the video, and I cried. It was so amazing. Like,
Thank you.
Just in a nutshell, how cool was that experience? And do you guys still keep in contact? Like, how is your relationship now, if I can ask?
I will say Kelly was one of the only ones that I really was like speechless when I met her. Like my mom was like, close your mouth, like flies are gonna get in there. Yeah. It was one of those things. But I think because I give her so much credit, even though she does not know this, but it's like she's part of the reason why I started singing and why I wanted to do music. She was my first concert ever. I would sing her song Because of You at every single talent show growing up. And then, which got me into the music industry. Like it's all, and then I was on The Voice, and then she turned her chair and I was on her team. And then it's like my idol became a friend. And I was like, this is not normal. Like someone absolutely dreaming and something's going to happen tomorrow and this is all going to be taken away. But it was just so cool. And she's one of the most genuine people that you will ever meet. I mean, everything that you see on TV, she is all that and just so much more. And I think that's what's really cool, because there's a lot of times it's like people say, don't meet your idols. But then because, you don't want to be let down, you have this really high like imagination of like who they are and like you respect them and you want all these great things. And then you meet them and they're like, not that. And then you get let down. But she never once let me down. And I got to spend so much time with her and I took in everything that she had to say. Even as simple as like, she has 3 keys for each show, like to play her songs in, like a higher, a middle, and a lower key. And I was like, that's genius. Like, that's so, it's like a no-brainer now that I think about it, but also at the same time, I would have never known about that. You know how many times I'm struggling to hit notes because every single one of my songs is way up there, because you sit in the studio and you're like, yeah, that sounds great. And then after you have like 9 songs back to back and you're like, holy crap, what am I doing? It was one of those things. And then after The Voice, they brought me back out for the finale, and then she invited me to sing with her in Vegas and happened to be my birthday. And so I was like, this is not real. It was a full circle moment. And then I always made jokes that we had to top my 17th birthday, and we have not done that.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Like,
I can imagine.
Might be the peak of birthdays of all time. No, but she's just so cool and so down to earth. And I mean, she's a busy woman also with her TV show. She's touring and then playing and then releasing new music. So I mean, it's just, I respect her in so many different ways.
If I dare say, and my friends kind of laugh when I say this, she's like my ultimate crush. Like, I adore her. My wife even knew. My wife's like,
her all the time.
I do. I adore her to death, and that's why it was so cool. And that Jewel brought it up again, which is great that you're so tight with her, because I think she's amazing in so many aspects. And my wife's like, I wouldn't imagine that being your crush. I'm like, oh, everything she does just makes me kind of giddy. I'm a big fan. Yeah, that's my home base, yeah. And I would I just want to hold her hand. I don't want to do anything weird. I just want to hold her hand and walk and maybe get ice cream and listen to her sing and stuff.
It's just like you went to dinner and you're all just serenade me. That's all I want.
Yeah, that's it. I'm done.
Turn around, stand in the corner.
That's so good to hear, though, because you hear so many horror stories, and I've met celebrities, and I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I know who's who, like, not naming names, but like the cool ones, they always stick with you. And she just seems like a genuine, real person. So it's so nice to hear. Going back to your audition, because this is one of my favorite songs, and I do hear a lot of Demi in your voice. What made you pick Stone Cold? And because that, I don't know, you always think like I'm not a singer in any form or fashion, but like, I always pictured if I was ever going to audition for The Voice, it would be a powerhouse ballad like that. So what inspired you to pick that one?
I mean, I would love to say that there was like a meaning behind it. Honest to God, it was just like what's going to grab them right off the bat. I don't have to worry until the end of the song for them to be like, okay, like you can turn.
Yeah, because that goes up like quick.
So there wasn't also a lot of songs. I mean, it's a little hard when you're 16 to like choose a song that you're supposed to feel and then also can really sing, but also, I don't know. And then there's so many contestants auditioning and no one has the same audition song. So it's you gotta find the one. There was a few people we were all kind of like, I wouldn't say fighting for the same songs, but we all like submitted what we wanted. And then they were like, okay, like we think we're going to go this way. And I got my first choice. And I was like, no, I didn't think I was going to get it. I thought I was going to get the one. I was very, very happy with it. I look up to Demi in a lot of different ways too. And I think because she's also like one of those powerhouse singers and I always tend to gravitate towards her, and growing up, like watching her on TV and then listening to all of her music. It was just like one of those things. It was like a little special moment type thing too. And I was like, okay, I've been singing this for a while. I feel comfortable with it. It's kind of muscle memory now. So I can live in the moment and not have to worry about, oh my God, what word comes next? Or am I going to sing this part correctly? It was just one of those things.
That's awesome. And you
Very
killed it.
cool. And I love watching you perform. You're just terrific. I like the way you kind of humbly say about your levels and hitting higher notes and stuff like that. Because there's some artists like, "Pfft, yeah, and then you hear them do it, and you're like, no. so hats off. We talked last time about your fashion. We mentioned a little bit again earlier tonight. You pick out such great outfits. Your photos, your album covers always look terrific. You always look so on point. Who helps you? Are you still doing this all on your own? I know last time I think you said, I remember you said somebody had a hand in it last time. You do most of this on your own.
I'm not gonna lie, it's my mom and I.
Your mom, that right? I thought so. Okay.
Yeah, I still live at home. And so whenever I have shows, she's the first one coming to my room. She's like, okay, what are we wearing? And I'm like, I'm my stylist. And I show up, and then all of a sudden she'll like go somewhere, and then she comes back, and then it's like she goes to Boot Barn and finds the coolest pieces. And I'm like, the Boot Barn down by our house is not, it's all like work clothes. Like I live in like Horsetown area. So everyone just is like working on the ranches and on the farms. And I was like, where did you go to get this? She's like, I drove a while. Don't worry about it. But she always pulls out the best stuff. And I think because we know each other so well, she knows what I also really like. Or she also is like, oh, like, girl, like, she'll look at me and she's like, what are you wearing today? And I'm like, don't worry about it. Okay? Don't understand this one.
Mom!
It's
And the thing I find so cool about that, we've had a couple artists on the show. Cameron Jane, who's from Nashville, said the same thing. My mom. Kate Boytek said, my mom. So I love that, how mom gets involved and helps you pick out. Like I said, it's not like she's going to Macy's and being like, this. They're going like Boot Barn. They're going like thrift stores. And a couple of them said, my mom goes to thrift stores and picks this wild stuff and makes it into incredible outfits. And you always look amazing. And all your photo shoots are great. So hats off to mom as well. Great job.
Yeah, I applaud her too. I said she does a great job. I don't know what I'd be wearing without her. I'll be out in Nashville, and I will call her, and it's 8:00 in the morning, and I have to be somewhere, and so that means it's 6:00 back at home. And I'm like, Mom, like, what do you think I should wear today? And she's like, Presley, I'm sleeping. Figure it out.
FaceTime, Mom. What do you think?
It's okay. I was like, I'll let you sleep, I guess. No, she's the best.
See, I like going through my mom's closet and getting like the vintage pieces. Do you do that?
I will go in there and I will rate her shoes.
It's nice having the same size shoe.
Yeah, but then she comes into my room and then I can't find the shoes that I want to wear, and I'm like, I was like, it's a give and take. Yeah, put it back. I don't put her stuff back though, so it's just one-sided. That's the problem. So you know what? Maybe I should just shut my mouth.
Definitely going to happen for me and my daughter. She's already stealing my clothes and makeup. It's fine.
You're two peas in a pod. I could definitely see that.
Don't let her nail polish and don't let her spill it. I did that and it's still there.
So on top of being, like you said, you're 22, you've already written a bunch of music, singles, EPs, music videos, tours, opening up for big acts, always busy, young, and yet you do this other amazing thing, riffs and rescues. Animal rescue, which is phenomenal. Big here. Both my dogs are rescues. We're big fans of it, and we had somebody on last week that does it as well. Tell us a little bit about your program and what got you into animal awareness, because it's one of the most beautiful and just thoughtful things that any person can do, especially when they make it into a foundation. Tell us a little something about it.
Yeah, so I started Riffs and Rescues back in, I want to say 2020. It might have been 2021, but that was like when the height of everything, you couldn't really leave the house. So it was a little difficult, but I did live streams on Facebook where people could donate directly to the organizations or shelters or rescues to help raise awareness to find these animals a forever home, because half these animals that are in these shelters don't get a second chance at life. And it breaks my heart, and they don't have, they can't speak for themselves, so we have to be the ones advocating for them. And it's definitely different now that everything's lifted, and since COVID has kind of gone away in little bits. But now I'm able to actually go into these shelters and meet all the animals and the staff that are taking care of them and all the volunteers. And I think I applaud them so much, because it breaks my heart walking in there, and they do that every single day. They give up their free time instead of hanging out with their families or making money on it, like at a different job. They're there taking care of these animals, and I applaud them so much. And I think it's really cool because a lot of these shelters that I work with and organizations, they also have different programs like where they will help fund veterinary bills for families who can't afford it. So instead of
Oh, wow.
down the animal, they will give them a second chance at life and help fix the problem so they can come back home and hang out with their family.
That's pretty amazing. And the reason why, remembering you're in California, we have friends in Arizona who were on the show last week. Their band is King Cherry. It's Rachel Bellow. She was a Philly girl who moved out west. She's been trying for the last 2 years to put together a concert in that area where all the benefits go to animal awareness. Maybe link you two up. Maybe your PR and her and link is up, and maybe it's something you guys could do together because she's a massive animal advocate. She works in the vet in her spare time when she's not making music. I think it's phenomenal, and I'd love to help put people together with that same cause. I think it's great.
I am absolutely in. You can count me in for that. You can send my information over to her.
Perfect. We'd love that. Thank you. And we'll see if we can make that happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
To be at that show. Sheesh.
Right?
I know. Two powerhouses. Switching gears a little bit, going back to 600 Miles and then your new project coming out. A couple of the songs had different feels. How many times got me in my feels, first of all. It had sort of like a gospel choir in the background, which is super awesome. And then Mess with My Man had kind of a twangy kind of rock country. And then the new song is more of like a classic country blues. I love how you said that the new song is going to be like a summer banger. Do you feel like experimenting more with the new stuff? And is there any like little sneak peeks you're
Yeah. I think what is really cool about music, I feel like nowadays, is that country is kind of expanded. And so there's a lot of different influences coming into country music. I mean, you have like the trop rock, you have like real Southern rock country, or even you have like Hardy, who's more like the metal type stuff. And then you have the hip hop coming in and different aspects. And I feel like this is one of the first times in music that you're able to do it all. And with social media, I think that really helps that you're able, as an artist, you're kind of just able to put whatever's you want to put out there. So you aren't like stuck in one thing, but also at the same time, it's like, it's still you. And so, I mean, with How Many Kisses, that's definitely more like the soulful bluesy kind of feel, R&B-ish. And then you have like more of the traditional country that's still, I wouldn't say traditional, but more on the traditional pop country side. That's on 600 Miles, the EP. And then this newer stuff is a little bit more of like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's just like a little bit more groovy. And then the new song is like definitely like Margaritaville type vibe in a way. And then the song after that is like the like Southwestern kind of feel. And I'm like, I love it all. And I want to be able to do it all. And I think this is the time that we're, as artists, are able to just put whatever we want out there. And I think that's really cool.
That's awesome. And it does remind me of the new Beyonce one, which is fun. A Gamble on You was yours about, and you were talking to Jeff last time, and I watched your interview, and you're like something like Texas Hold'em, and then she comes out with Texas Hold'em. But she has a cool song.
I was on the right path. Okay.
Right. You should have got credit. Like you should have been on the credits.
Yeah, it was so different, but I appreciate it.
But she does have this song on the album. It's called Sweet Honey Buckin', and it's like 3 different versions of country, and I'm like, whoa, like that just blew me away. And that's what your album did for me. Like just like hearing the different versions, and that I just love all the experimental stuff. And you're right, there is so much you can do with country. So I think it's really fun. Are you looking at collaborating with anyone?
Yeah, I actually have a few songs that are already lined up to be duets. So I'm very excited for that. It's definitely, they're different kind of feels, which I'm really excited for. And also I love when I get able to like, these people are like, I have become really close with and friends with. So it's really cool to kind of share what we love to do together. And so I don't know, I'm really excited. I can't say too much about it yet because we're still working out all the details, but it's all recorded and all fancied up, but it's coming out a lot sooner than people will think. I will say that.
That's awesome. We have this amazing habit of getting people right before the major announcement when they can't give out too much.
I know. We just have to come back. That's all.
Yeah, we just got have to invite you back again. So what's next after this tour? I mean, of course, I'm sure more music is on the way. Any thoughts yet of heading out Eastern Way and maybe coming out and seeing us Philadelphia people, etc.?
Oh my gosh, absolutely. There is a lot of shows that we're kind of working on right now that are yet to be announced. But I go out to Tennessee once a month, so I'm out there writing, doing a lot of new music. I think every time I'm there, I have like 1 to 2, I would say 1 to 3 writes a day, depending on the day. So I'm brain fried afterwards, and then I come back and I'm like getting more ideas. But it's all kind of in preparation. There's a lot of shows coming up also, so I'm hoping to make my way more towards up to the East Coast, at least possibly down in New York this summer. Also, there's a few things that we're working on, so it's just little by little, and then everything will be announced on my social media.
Sounds pretty awesome. I don't like to expose anybody, but I'm hearing this I'm so boring girl who's headed to New York, Nashville, California, Las Vegas. I don't know if I'm buying it, Presley. I love you, Nolan. I don't think I'm buying it. Really, no.
Let me rephrase. I think I'm boring because of the fact that like my friends all do fun stuff. They're like, "Oh, we're going here. We're gonna do this," and I'm like, "I'm gonna work. Like, I'm gonna stay back." I was like, I'm the person I'd rather be in bed by 8 o'clock, wake up early, and get my stuff done, so then I have like the rest of my day ish to do whatever. But then I just stay at home. That's what I say. Like, I'm boring. I'm like. But
I got you.
I do enjoy my times out, but it's like once a month. If that's
I'm a
okay.
superstar, that's why.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I can only
Bow
be
down.
seen but so many times.
No.
And it's amazing, though. But you
If
mentioned
you think I am, then
you mentioned the maturity and at your young age to have such a maturity that work is very important. The charity work you do is very important. Writing, creating, and honing your skills, definitely important. And then you find your fun time. It's amazing the way you balance it all. I'm very impressed for whatever that's worth. To me, it's just, you are just a gem. And I'm glad I found you through social media at first. And then when I realized Core is your people, I definitely went back in and said, how about Presley one more time? And I think that's how I originally met the people at Core when you first came on. And they sent me a great list. You were on the list again of people they want to have back around. Like Presley, anytime, absolutely. I threw a date at them. They said, can't make it. How about here? I'm like, anytime. Anytime that you can be available, I slot you in because we just have a blast for you. You are just everything that we look for in the superstars we bring here. Like I said, a modest nature, a fun nature, a great creativity, and a great future ahead. We're just root for you, Big Talk.
thank you so much, you guys. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. We want to tell everybody out there because after the show, of course, not during the show because you're watching us, but you can find all kind of great spots and locations for Presley. I like to start the scroll from the beginning so I don't miss anything. So,
And
go. find Presley Tennant on Facebook, of course, at Presley Tennant. You can find her on Instagram, which is at Presley Tennant, one word, lowercase. The website is www.presleytennant.com. The new single, Somebody Like You, is out right now. We're supposed to scream that, right? Like they did that one show. It's out right now on Apple Music, which is, it's already loaded. Thank you on my Apple Music, Spotify. Check out her videos on YouTube and get to find her, get to know her, get to love her because it's easy to love you. You're terrific. And we thank you so much. And of course, we'd like to invite you back again another time when more stuff comes out and when you have these major announcements to lay out there.
Absolutely. You guys just tell me and I'm back anytime. I love you guys. You guys are awesome.
This is great. We love you again. And like I said, when the first time I had you, I had such a great time. Like next time, we got to bring Jewel in. And Jewel, so I'm excited for this. She's great. And you really are. Like I said, your smile is great. Your character is great. Your music is terrific. And it keeps getting better. And our comment section was going nuts waiting for you. Again, I apologize for the little time zone slip. And people were waiting all night, but you made it here. And we thank you so much. Presley Tennant, me and Drew are going to give you a nice big round of applause. Thank you so much. And we'll speak real soon.
Sounds great. Thank you guys so much again.
Absolutely. Have a great night, Presley Tennant. Jewel, I just get so excited. I love her so much. And like I said, we talk about Kate Boytek coming on next week and Presley Tennant. They remind me a lot of each other. Great people. big hearts as well as superstar talents, nice big smile, and kind of funny in their own way. And I just get geeked by stuff like this. I love it.
I know, man. I'm so happy she made it, and yeah, we work it out. We just work it out, and I'm glad her show runs 2 hours so we can fit her in and still listen to her music and just have a great night. It was great.
It was a terrific time. And after 7 years, I say this a lot and I get sappy at times. I'm not going to cry tonight. Maybe. After 7 years, when you get the relationship that me and Jewel have, and it's, when we get together, it's a lot of fun. And when we do this, it's a lot of fun. Just we share text sometimes. And tonight I'm like, oh man, not tonight. Like I was panicking about Presley not making it. And you're like, relax, do the show. Either way, we got this. And then I realized she's going to be late. And you're right, just cool. Take it easy. We got this. We always got this. Our guests never let us down. They love us as much as we love them. And an awesome appearance tonight by Presley Tennant. Just terrific.
I know. See, it all works out.
It really does. We've run a little late, so I can give you a choice. We can run about 10 minutes late and play one more Presley Tennant song, which is Mess With My Man.
Oh, let's do it.
Yeah, I thought you'd like
ask
that.
Me.
She is so awesome. So we're going to play that. We're going to play Mess With My Man by Presley Tennant. She's so great. I love her so much. And then we'll wrap up. So enjoy this song. It's about 3.5 minutes long. We'll be back here live on the O Show Tuesday night. Tonight's guest, Presley Tennant, one more time with Mess With My Man. The official audio visualizer version.
You're like a fatal hardwire, and you're playing with fire tonight. You got no inhibitions, whipping out on a mission, state of mind. Yeah, you may not want to see it, but you're a wolf in sheep clothes. You're a hollow-born bullet cutting through the danger zone. You came here to mess with my man. I admit it, yeah, he's fine. I get it, but he's mine and off limits. Let me help you understand. Now listen, don't mess with, girl, don't mess with my man. To you it's a game you're just trying to win. To me it's my heart and all the blood, sweat and tears I put in. This ain't about me being jealous, I'm not the insecure kind. Go find your own fella, this one's already mine. Came here to mess with my man. I admit it, yeah, he's fine. I get it, but he's mine and off limits. Let me help you understand. Now listen, don't mess with, girl, don't mess with my man. Just be confused, I think I losing to ya. Don't wanna fly, but he's on mine, so if I have to, came here to mess with my man. Admit it, yeah, he's fine, I get it, but he's mine and off limits. Let me help you understand. Now listen, don't mess with, girl, don't mess with my man. Yeah, don't mess with my man.
That's strong. That's super strong. I love it. Presley Tennant, tonight's guest. Mess with my man. Don't mess with her man. Absolutely not. She sounds so incredible. She is incredible. And it's funny, I realized we were still on camera and Jules like, take us off. And what I do is as soon as I start the song, I realize I've got messages. Like people, friends are like messaging me during the show. This one's great. This is great. What you're doing here is great. And they comment on what I'm doing. I mean, we got a comment section for that too. So I go right to the phone and and all of a sudden I see Jules. I'm like, take us off the screen. And JD Wolf said, still seeing you guys. Sorry, dude. I know you don't want to see us when you have a powerhouse superstar to watch sing.
Yes,
I know,
no.
right? Like JD's probably sitting there like, all right, Jeff, get off the screen, dude.
See, they know.
Right?
They know the drill.
They do know the drill. The drill is to definitely back away and let the people enjoy the music. 3 great songs tonight from tonight's guest, Presley Tennant. Again, www.presleytennant.com. New single, Somebody Like You, is out right now on Apple Music and Spotify and more. And you can see it on YouTube. Get to know her. Get to love her. Don't forget to check out Too Many Zoos as well and Bicycle, a couple of the great bands we discovered here tonight on the Yo Show. Jason, I'm telling you, I'm with you. You hope the Happy Hour podcast comes back live on someday. We always welcome Ray here as well. We love Ray, and I thank Ray. And I know Ray says, when you go away, it seems like everybody forgets. We don't forget, dude. We love you, and we love your contribution to this, what we call community, that is podcasting, webcasting, etc. And, of course, they said we're coming up on 300. We couldn't have been here without a lot of the people in this world. They knew who they are. People like Presley Tennant, the people at Core PR, our great guests, fellow podcasters, Tina Celine and Maria Daniels and Helen Edwards and, of course, Ray, Chase, and so many of you out there really help us get where we were, Jimmy Starr and Ron. So we thank everybody. We're going to be thanking the crap out of 300. You know Jeff's going to cry. He's trying to do like an 8-hour show so I can just cry my life away. But I love it, and I thank everybody. And I thank, of course, again, Anna Castle, Core PR, Presley Tennant for being with us tonight. And, of course, Jewel, a sensational night. Like I said, relax. It's going to work out. And it did.
Yes. It's crazy because it's such a build-up, and then we get here, and it's a sigh of relief, and we can just relax, and it's a highlight of our week. So thank you, everyone.
Yeah, definitely. It is the highlight of our week, and we really do look forward to it, and I can't express that enough how I said it before, I'll say it again, I'll say it over and over until I'm blue in the face. This is us. What you're getting is the real us. This is how we act in public. This
We're
is how
totally
we
different
act.
in public.
Yeah, yeah, totally different. We get just geeked for the rock stars we go to see on any level, and we love them. We thank you all, and a lot of them take to us to let us MC. They hug us, they shake our hands, we drink together, we talk together, we laugh together. This has changed my life. It really has. My brother always said, I never thought this would be you. Like, you're just so right in the center of things and so mixed in with such a huge group of people that just love you, and I'm happy for it.
Same. Yeah. I can't believe I'm here.
I know, right? I go to these shows, and my wife's like, you walk in, and everybody just gravitates. There's Jeff. Hey, Jeff. Hi, Jeff. What's up, Jeff? Sit here, Jeff. What's going on, Jeff? What's new, Jeff? Did you hear this band, Jeff? And then the messages, Joe, I sent you a band last night. I want to give him a shout out, and I got to work on getting him on the program. Oh, God. It was, what's on the other one? A band by the name of Kitchen Teeth. Very cool. They came out to me and says, hey, how about us? How about our music? I'm like, okay, this is good music. And they said, how do we get on the show? And I'm like, well I just invite you because I'm awesome. I can do that.
I can do that.
I can get you on this show. A huge shout out to our dude, Sergio Michelle. I don't know if you got the message. Did you get a message from Sergio?
No.
Okay, so Sergio got this great write-up. Got this awesome write-up from the Jersey Sound. That's a cool picture of him, and it's an article. And he's like, dude, please check out this article. And I just came out with a great comment. It says Sergio Michelle was a guest on our podcast. Super positive, motivational, and one heck of an awesome rock star with cool music. Rock on, my dude. And he said, that's amazing. Thank you so much. So we love doing that. We love doing that for past guests. And Sergio, he's another guy, right? He's another guy who reached out to me on Gmail. And he's like, you want a real rock star on your show? How about me? I'm like, wow, this guy's ego is just like running, but worth it. Perfect ego. That's it. Be
Yes.
proud of what you are, artist, because you're great.
Yeah, and man, he is just a great guest and just always sticks with us because how positive and all the great things he does. So, that's awesome to hear.
Yeah, he
Easy
has
sound.
a great piece. Tomorrow night, I thought I was going to get Jewel tomorrow night, but it's not going to happen, unfortunately. I wish I could. But we are going to do Yo 2.0, our Wednesday night show. I think it's going to be our last one for a few weeks. And then we're going to try getting back to high stakes. But tomorrow night, Jewel, a band with a massive following. It's our second attempt. Last time they ended up doing like an emergency thing and had to jump and couldn't make it. But tomorrow night, the band Eve to Adam is on the program. And they've got a massive following. Super cool dudes. Big time rock band on the program tomorrow night. Yo 2.0, Wednesday night, 8 o'clock. And do not forget, of course, next Tuesday night, I'm just going to remind everybody right here. You know where to go. June 4th, 8 o'clock. It's episode 295. Kate Boytek returns to the program. Kind of like what you saw tonight. Only on the East Coast. Little West Virginia. Lovely Kate Boytek coming up on the program next Tuesday night. A great show this evening. And massive thanks to Presley Tennant. Massive thanks to people at Core PR. And once again, to the people in our comments section, the Key Concert Series, Kim, John, J.D. Wolf, who is just a mainstay who we love, and everybody who takes time to just give us a little comment. The dudes from Harkin who were there with the big thumbs up, and we appreciate everybody. We really do. Jewel, I thank you again. As always, like I said, we had those tough weeks, and we always say, yeah, this was tough, but it's Tuesday now, and let's get out there and get it.
Yes.
And we don't show the stress. As soon as we get off the air, Jewel calls me. She's like, look, MFer, and then she just starts ripping into me. No, kidding. It doesn't happen that way. We do enjoy this thoroughly, and we thank everybody for that. It's 10:15. Jewel's bladder is probably about to explode by now. So let's take you out of here with a new song we've been exiting with the last few weeks because I really love it. It's a great song from our dudes at Crooked Ways. It's called A Moment to Borrow. And I've been taking this out with us the last few weeks. Let's do it one more time. Good night, everybody, and thank you for tuning in. We will see you next Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Kate Boytek. Don't forget tomorrow night, Yo 2.0, Eve to Adam. For Jewel and Jeff, have a great night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Take me away to find another time when you can say this was never going to go your way. The final act is blind to what you say. Trials lost in moments where they lay. Lost and drowned in a moment like this. Cast a dream past the veil, it won't exist. Secret nights tucked away that come to light. Cast a stone, activate your fight or flight. A tattered shell of who you are. It's locked away, you've gone too far. Trust you can find in anyone. You can't pretend it isn't. I can't remember all the times you showed me where to surrender. Surrender all the life you owe me. Take me away to find another time when you can say this was never going to go your way. The final act is blind to what you say. Trials lost in moments where they pushed away and set up to fail. Those thoughts when you sleep that can't be real. Bringing out something that you know. Going back to a time it wasn't shown. What it becomes is nothing more than places that you've been before. This double vision telling lies. A light that darkens when it's I can't remember all the times you showed me where to surrender. Surrender all the life you owe me. You can't regret it, you can't forget it, you can't forget it now. So apathetic, you're so pathetic, you're so pathetic now. Take me away to find another time
thought is gone before it starts. Dropped into places where we were caught indecisive, never sure. Can you remember to forget and just surrender what you left before you get